Warning, the following high school football game is not for the faint of heart.
Gets it to the 10, to the 5, stumbling, out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Please take all necessary precautions.
To the 3, to the 2, he's in. It is touchdown time in Texas.
Howe Bulldogs football is on HoweEnterprise.com and is brought to you by Ed Meacham State Farm, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Attorney Micah Belden,
Intercepted, brought down by J.C. Helpenstell,
Bucks Norton Barbecue, Tech Wave, Robertson Welding Services, Knight Furniture, FBC Howe, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Independence Bank, Exalt Realty.
The ball's on the turf. Howe says they have it, and they do. Ersa Gillespie.
Now get ready because it's football time in Texas on HoweEnterprise.com.
Mason Riggs, look out. He's got the 30, 35. He's got some speed. 50, 45. It's a foot race to the 30, 25, 20. Kiss him goodbye. 89 yards. At some point, he's going to break one. And look out, Mama. He got you.
Here's the voice of Howe Bulldogs football, Monty Walker.
A new era has dawned. Gone is Zach Hudson and his school coaching record of 5 playoff wins and 5th-ranked 30 victories for the Howe Bulldogs and 30 victory light flips. In is Bill Jailing, a disciplinarian who will continue the traditions in Howe's ground and pound football. There's something special about Howe Bulldog football. It's the oldest active stadium in North Texas. It's a grass surface. It's a run-heavy offense. It's still football the way it was meant to be played. The Bulldogs would very well be the favorite North Texas team of Lombardi, Parcells, or Switzer. It's ground and pound, baby, and it's football time in Texas. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 2018 Howe Bulldogs. A new-looking crew tonight for you. As gone also, along with Zach Hudson, perhaps, is Michael Mosier. He decided he was going to go see his nephew play some football in Anna. We don't blame him. Justin White moves up from the sideline up to the booth. Glad to have you.
Good to be here, man. I had a chance to patrol the sidelines, get to know a little bit more about Howe Bulldog football and its community and Bulldog lore, and blessed to have this opportunity up here. I got some big shoes to fill in Mosier. I guarantee you've upgraded on the sidelines with Caroline, and but I'm looking forward to bringing Bulldog football here to the community.
Speaking of Caroline, sweet Caroline down on the sidelines for the first time. How goes it?
Good. Can y'all hear me now?
We can hear you now.
All right. Very good, y'all. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for the intro. It's a great song.
Something you've heard before, perhaps.
Yes, many times.
Hey, talk about the field down there while we have you. What kind of night do we have?
A hot one. We're looking at right now. It is 94 here in Howe. Sunny. That's no doubt. It's a little breezy, though. It could be a lot worse, I can tell you that. But not getting out of the 90s for tonight's game. So it's summertime in Texas.
Thank you very much. That's our Night Furniture sideline report. We'll have many of those throughout the night. Stephen Braswell back with us as our spotter again in 2018. He's been with me every year since 2014. Glad to have you, even though he showed up with a Longhorn shirt on. We'll forgive him for that. I'm headed to Norman in the morning to see the Sooners and take on the Florida Atlantic Owls. It should be a great game, right?
Yes, that'll be a shootout.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We've got the Senior Spotlight. We've got the Coaches Show coming up in just a moment. We'll be right back right after this.
Welcome to the Howe Bulldogs Coaches Show with Bill Jailing. The Coaches Show is brought to you by FBC Howe. Now let's join Monty Walker with Bulldogs head coach Bill Jailing.
All right, Coach, this is the week we've been waiting for. Friday Night Lights. Does a coach still get butterflies and get jitters on Fridays?
Absolutely. I mean, Friday Night Lights is the greatest thing. But as a head coach, it doesn't matter if it's week 1, week 10, my first year coaching, or 20-year veteran. You always got the butterflies, and you're always nervous heading into the first game. Actually, every Friday night you're nervous. But I think the excitement of Friday nights is awesome. The kids get more pumped up on a Friday night game. So I'm excited, but you can never take the butterflies. Tomorrow I will be nervous as can be all day long.
So you've had a chance now to see your kids for about 5 months or whatever it's been since you got here. You've seen them in helmets, you've seen them in scrimmage. What kind of kids you got?
We got great kids here. They're hardworking kids. Sometimes you got to get after them a little bit, but that's normal. That's kids in general. But we got really good kids here. They seem to really buy into the system. They're getting after it at practice. The morals and characters of our kids are very high here. Usually we only have to correct them 1 or 2 times at practice, and they kind of get it and go. But overall, I've been real impressed with our kids for the first 2 scrimmages. Our kids aren't afraid to hit. I mean, they're big and they're strong, and they're not afraid to get after it. And that's one thing I really enjoyed seeing in the scrimmages, was that our kids weren't shying down from contact.
Well, that leads me into my next question about the scrimmage we saw at Wolf City last week. What did you see maybe that you didn't know?
One thing I saw last week against Wolf City is our offense kind of clicked a little bit. You know, when you're installing a new offense, it takes a little bit for it to click. And you probably saw in the Valley View scrimmage that, you know, we were hitting on all cylinders at some times, and then we were kind of backfiring at other times. But against Wolf City, we kind of felt like we were hitting on all cylinders. So I was excited to see the offense click. Our defense played very well against Wolf City. Little things that I know we need to fix, which is normal at any high school level in the first 2 scrimmages, is tackling. Making sure that we're wrapping up legs and stuff like that. But overall, I was impressed with the way our kids played against Wolf City. One thing that we always got to know is that we're big on discipline, and we lacked a little discipline that night in certain areas, and we're just going to make sure we fix that.
You even put it on your helmets, discipline.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about tonight's game.
The First Baptist Church here in Howe, Texas would like to invite you and your family to a celebration of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Each Sunday morning at 10:30, we meet for worship at 100 East Davis Street in Howe. Prior to that, we have relevant Bible fellowships for all ages beginning at 9:15. Join us each week to declare the hope that is found only in Christ. Be ready to experience the life-changing power of the gospel. There is only one message for every generation, and that message is Jesus.
Coach, one thing that we have seen is that I guess they have a business-like mentality now with their dress even. You've changed that up a little bit. Talk about that.
I just believe that on game days that our kids should be, when they wake up in the morning, they need to be focused on the game. And to me, we wear a shirt and tie on game day. So our kids are wearing a white shirt with a black tie, JV, varsity, because I want those kids to wake up and realize when they put that shirt and tie on that we're all business that day. We have 2 things to accomplish that day. 1, take care of business in the classroom all day long, and 2, get a W that night. So my mentality is I want them to be professional, and I want them to understand that on game days, whether it's a JV game on Thursday or a varsity game on Friday, that we are all business that day. So that's my mentality with the shirt and ties.
Now, business is going to be against Ponder, and we'll talk about them a little bit. What do you expect to see?
Ponder's a pretty good football team. They're very athletic. They got a fast quarterback and a good running back. Defensively, we're going to need to make sure we contain the quarterback. They run the option pretty well, so we got to play assignment football defensively. Their running backs are strong and pretty shifty, elusive in the open field, so open field tackling is going to be real big on Friday night. So we just got to make sure defensively we're honing in on our keys and playing disciplined, sound football. Offensively, they're going to stack the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to stop our running game. So we're going to make sure we get after it offensively. My game plan most every Friday night is ball control. We're going to eat up as much clock as we can to keep their offense off the field.
Now, I guess, and I'll throw this at you, I guess the only downfall to the ball control offense is if you have penalties, and those seem to rack up a lot of times in pre-district games. So how important is that to not have the offsides and little penalties like that?
That's very important. Penalties will kill you, especially in the first couple games of the season, and it's a new atmosphere for the kids. Even though a lot of them have played varsity football in the past, it's still, like we talked about earlier, still Friday Night Lights. They're going to be jittery, nervous. Mistakes are going to happen. It's inevitable. But like I tell our kids every day, when a mistake happens, we can't harp on it. We just live to play the next play and move on. But yeah, penalties, we can't have those. If we're going to put discipline on the back of our helmet, we got to make sure we're disciplined in all aspects of the game. And that includes special teams. Our special teams got to be sound. In special teams, you'll see the first 2 or 3 non-district games are always a little bit shaky, but you got to get them in check come district.
Keys to victory tonight.
Keys in victory tonight is we got to contain their quarterback, stop the sweep, stop the option, play ball control offensively, and make sure that we play sound special teams. We cannot give up anything cheap on special teams, whether it's a cheap touchdown, a blocked punt, anything like that. We just got to make sure we play sound football in all 3 aspects of the game.
calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic and Howe for half-price shakes after 8.
Sonic of Howe is where you get great food and big smiles and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players.
Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Hey Bulldogs, great news. I'm your hometown realtor and I'm also a Bulldog. Hello, I'm Kevin Sarles and I'm with Exalt Realty. I wanted to tell you about the new 321 program for our new home buyers or those who haven't owned a home in 3 years. A $1,500 grant is tied to the program and a $2,000 gift card at a local major retailer is available. This promotion is for a limited time and qualifications do apply. Call me anytime, 903-821-4163.
Welcome to the Howe Bulldogs Senior Spotlight, brought to you by Ed Meacham State Farm. Now let's join Monty Walker with this week's senior.
We have Spencer Akins and Bryce Krantz, two kids that didn't play football a year ago, but back on the football field. Spencer, we'll start with you. Talk about that. Back at football, we're playing baseball for a while, but what made you decide to come back?
It feels great to be back. My biggest motivation was having Coach Jay as our AD. He's super motivating, and he encouraged me to play.
So you played baseball and have been ever since you were a kid. What do you play in baseball?
I play second base and I play shortstop sometimes.
So talk about Coach Jay. You mentioned him, and what is it about him that brings kids out to the program?
Coach Jay just seems like a really special coach. He keeps everyone included, and he doesn't look down on anybody. He's always there for us.
So I hear he's a little, maybe disciplinarian might be the word. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, Coach Jay, he likes to keep us very disciplined. He doesn't like us messing around or talking when we're not supposed to be.
But what's your role on this team?
I play outside linebacker and I play tailback.
So your brother was the slot back. He was the kind of the kid who would run the third down, sprint, fast kind of kid. Is that you?
Well, that's what I try to be. I try to be as fast as he was, but I don't know.
So what do you do away from sports?
I'm in a band called the Tonky Honkers. I play drums for them. I also like to show steers.
So talk about this band. How did this come together, and how often do you play?
Well, it started for a FFA talent show, and then we got together. We kept practicing afterwards. We kept having fun, so we just kept on doing it, and we just play a couple parties every month or so.
So I guess you got to cancel all your Friday night gigs for the next 16 weeks, right?
Yeah, I pretty much do.
All right, let's talk to Bryce Krantz. So actually, I'm going to ask you one more question. What about the season outlook? How does this year look for the Bulldogs?
I'm very excited for this season. Last season was rough, but it gave us all more courage to do better this year, and we're going to go out and get it.
That was Howe Bulldogs senior Spencer Akins, and when we come back, we will talk to his fellow senior, Bryce Krantz.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at mredinsurance.com.
Now we're going to talk to Bryce Krantz. So, Bryce, basically the same questions. You were playing baseball, didn't play football for a while. Now you're back at football. Talk about that. Why'd you come back?
I came back because I saw Coach Jay was motivated, not focused on one sport, motivated, wanting all of us to compete, all this other stuff.
So what is it about Coach Jay? You know, there's a lot of talk about him coming in and you know, just being maybe just a different atmosphere. Talk about him.
Well, he's like a father figure to all of us. He tells us he loves us every day, doesn't want us down on ourselves. More every day. He just becomes like a father to us.
So what is your role on this team?
I'm more like a utility player, play anywhere, corner, running back, quarterback, and all that.
So away from sports, are you in a band?
No, definitely not.
So what do you do outside of football and baseball?
I usually hang out with my friends, do homework, go with family out to eat, all that stuff.
And learning to play guitar and drums, right? No. Hey, so the season outlook, what do you think about the 2018 Howe Bulldogs?
Well, we look pretty good. I think honestly, we'll win district.
I like it. The prediction early in week 1 of district champions for the Howe Bulldogs. We'll be right back in a moment.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load, strong leadership, and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics, and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches, and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Howe Student Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Monty Walker along with Justin White and Caroline Slauson and Stephen Braswell. I'm hearing some ringing from somewhere. We'll try to make sure we can figure that out and get that corrected. I believe Justin has some keys to the game. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, just kind of some of my personal keys to the game. I know Coach Jay talked about the coaches show, some of his, but kind of goes along with that. First one I would say is establish the run. You're going to see a little bit of that slot T, wing T hybrid type of offense. Get them to utilize. We got 4 good running backs that they can use here. Get a committee of running backs. Utilize that. Coach Jay talked about wanting to keep the Ponder's offense off the field, so establish the run. Second one is try to keep yourself in the game early on. I looked at last year's season. 7 out of 10 games after the first quarter, the Bulldogs were down. And I could tell you from being on the sidelines last season, there was no give up in the Bulldogs. But when you're down 14-0 after 1 on the first 2 possessions, there's a little bit of here we go again. But Bulldogs need to give themselves a chance. You sent me a game during the summer of Howe against Edgewood when they were down 27-0, had to scratch and claw their way back. That's what you don't want to do right there is get yourself down, have to work your way back. Keep yourself in the ball game, give yourself a fighting chance. Finally, force turnovers, but not only force turnovers, capitalize on those turnovers. That's what good teams do. They force turnovers and then make the other opponent pay on offense by scoring.
I agree with that. Let's go over our starting lineups for the Howe Bulldogs. We don't know yet who's going to have the ball first. We will have Caroline Slauson, our sideline reporter, in the coin toss. But starting from left to right, Elijah Campbell, the senior wideout. Jacob Campbell up front, the senior left tackle. Chris Garrison, the senior guard. And Parker Blunt, the senior center. J.C. Helpenstiel will start at right guard. He's a junior. Jaron Ing, the right tackle. He's a junior. And Devin Porter, the tight end. He is a senior. This is a very senior-heavy team with 7 of them and 4 juniors. Starting at quarterback tonight will be junior Leighton Elvington. He'll have Mason Riggs in the backfield, a senior, and Cameron Blesseye. Those are 2 tough runners in the backfield. And they'll be flanked out by the wingback Arturo Lauder, who is a flash and gas kind of kid. Let's go over the starting defense, Justin. Ponder.
Starting defense on that front line for Ponder. P.J. Orr, Cameron Carroll, Caden Doolittle, and Dimitri Stowers from left to right. Linebackers Carlos Zapata, Darren Kelly, Chase Taylor. Cornerbacks Mason Durrett and Oscar Martinez. And then playing safety Justin Davis and Terrence Clark. That's from the defense for Ponder.
As we just had a hip check there from offensive coordinator Billy McCormick as he walks by. The starting defense for the Howe Bulldogs, Arturo Lauder, the junior, is a safety, and Jalen Thornton, the sophomore. So a lot of young talent back there in the deep secondary. The linebackers, Stephen Waldrop, a junior, Austin Lee, a senior, J.C. Helpenstiel, probably the leader on defense. He's a junior. And Mason Riggs, the senior outside linebacker. 2 outside corners, J.D. Thornton, the brother of Jalen, and Caden Harmon will start, and he's a junior. Up front, they run the 3-3 stack, and the 3 up front are Devin Porter, Dyson Dillard, and Cameron Blesseye.
Offense for Ponder, they got a senior laden offensive line as well, from left to right. Caleb Howe, Edward Shell, Caden Doolittle, Cameron Carroll, the only sophomore underclassman on that front line, and Tyler Yeck. Wideouts Darren Kelly and Oscar Martinez. At quarterback will be Mason Durrett, a senior. In the backfield, Terrence Clark, Carlos Zapata, and Chase Taylor, a sophomore.
The Howe Bulldogs are coached by Coach Jay, Bill Jailing. He's age 42 of San Antonio, transferred to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as a kid, played football and baseball at Duquesne University, where he got a bachelor's and master's degree. Later on in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1997 to 2005, including a tour to Iraq.
I bet he wishes he had a military tour to Italy.
Italy. He has a wife, Amy, and a son, Jackson. Overall, he's 8-31. At Cushing, he was 1-9. Was turning that program around. Went 4-6, and then took over at Hampshire Fanet, where he started all over again. Went 1-9. Was building it back up 2-7. They're going to be good this year, which he hated to leave because what he had built. They're going to be pretty good this year, but it was an opportunity he couldn't pass up. He came up here. He's been very open about it. His child needed to be in the North Texas area. And here come the Bulldogs.
Let's give them a hand.
Of course, Coach Jay replaces Zach Hudson, who was 30-28 here at Howe. He's now at Maybank, Class 4A. He was 29-19 heading into 2017. Hudson has the most playoff games and most wins in school history with 8 games and 5 wins. Head coaching leaders in Howe, Norman Dickey has 51 wins. Jim Fryer has 41 as Ponder. Boy, they bring the noise over there, don't they? It's like the carnivals in town.
Or the train, gosh.
So Ponder comes over here in red pants, red helmets, white jerseys. They got the red sleeves and red numbers. Howe, and they're all black. That's what they are. All black bottoms, black tops, and black helmets. They got white sleeves and white numbers, but that's about it. We're going to check down in a moment with Caroline Slauson. I believe she's going to be able to walk out. It looks like she's going to be able to walk out for the coin toss, so we will just, in a moment, we'll shut up and we'll turn it over to her and hear what's going on down there on the field. But right now, it's looks like it's pretty warm out there. 94 degrees is what Caroline said. And the officials
Fortunately
are
for the
making their way
Bulldogs,
out there.
Fortunately for the Bulldogs, they have the shadow on their side of the field.
Number 89.
So they're a little bit more in the shade than
So we're going to listen to Caroline here and see what we've got.
52, Jonathan Hippenstall. Number 24, Mason Riggs. And number 22, Cameron Blesside. For the Lions, the captains are number 2, Carlos Zapata. Number 10, Mason Riggs. Number 52, Caden Doolittle. And number 7, Tyler Jackson.
Okay, guys, got a coin here. Heads, tails. Okay, guys, I'm going to flip this up in the air. Ponder, what do you call?
Tails.
Tails it is. It is tails. It is tails. Y'all want to kick, receive, or defer? They would defer.
Okay, you see there where Ponder has won the toss and they elected to defer. And I like that, Caroline, to just say, hey, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to give the mic. I've never seen that before.
I thought about that too. I said, where's her mic?
I'm going to give the mic to the ref. That is awesome.
Ponder won the toss, deferred to the second half.
So Ponder won the toss. They're going to defer to the second. So Howe will be receiving the football to start 2008. And I think we're ready for the national anthem. And we'll let you listen to that here. And with that, it is football time in Texas. The Girl Scouts were raising the flag. And here we go, 2018. Howe's going to receive to start this football season. Hey, there's a familiar face on the sidelines. Moondog, Sean Fountain down there roaming the sidelines once again for the Howe Bulldogs. Love it to see when he's excited down there. Another excited person that we will talk about all year long is Air Sigleski. Mike Sigleski, the defensive coordinator. When Howe has some kind of a great defensive play, a lot of times you'll see Mike Sigleski jump about 3 feet in the air. That's when we really notice, and it is Air Sigleski time in Texas at times.
Yeah, we definitely see his vertical here during when turnovers and sacks are happening.
Back deep to return the kick for Howe will be Arturo Louder, Bryce Krantz, and Jalen Thornton, the sophomore. He'll be in the middle. Teeing it up for the Ponder Lions is Ben Chicano, and they fake the Quail onside, and they'll back up now. About 5 yards away from the ball is Chicano, 6'2", 185, and he's kicking towards the north end zone. Howe set to return this one. A high short kick going to be taken by Louder, who drops it, picks it up at the 20, or 30 rather. Now he's coming up near side. He's got a seam to the 40, look out! 45, to the 50, 40, 35, 30, kiss him goodbye! It is touchdown time! No! A flag is down, and so is Arturo at the 1 yard line. Oh no!
Man, what a better start you could have here. A kickoff all the way down to the 1 yard line, but unfortunately there is a flag here.
A flag was thrown at the 30. Louder, you thought was shot out of a cannon, and what a great way to start 2018 that was going to be, but it is coming back. But regardless, Howe's going to be in great shape here to start this season.
Great blocking, great vision there by Louder. And yeah, despite the flag, they'll have good field position to start this drive here. They'll get it look like at about the 47 yard line.
Howe's going to start 47. At the 40, at the Ponder 40, in great shape. So now they switch balls. Howe has the football
at the Ponder 40 yard line.
And we are just underway, 11:47. If you just tuned in, you nearly missed about a 70-yard kickoff return to start the season. Elvington handoff. Cameron Blesseye, big hole left side, banging over a defender at the 29-yard line. First down for Blesseye.
The handoff right up the middle there to Blesseye. I'm looking forward to seeing some of his rumbling as he comes across a 11-yard gain there for a first down. They got a plethora of running backs, and there's the first one we see there out of Blesseye.
So first down, 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Moving left to right is Howe. Double tight set, handoff, and that is Austin Lee. Same thing, same carry, left side, good for about 3, up to about the 20, maybe the 27-yard line.
Austin Lee and Cameron Blesseye, kind of a similar type of running back, a ground and pound type of style. And he gains about 2 yards on that play.
That'll be Zepeda on the stop there for the Lions. So second down and about 8 coming up for the Bulldogs. Elvington hands off straight up the middle, and that was going to be a new runner, Joseph Brennan, and he'll gain about 2 yards. So Howe, all they're trying to do here is gain about 2 or 3 yards every time, and that was Brennan to the 24-yard line.
If you could put yourself in third and short situations, or if you get first downs, obviously that's what you want, but put yourself in third and short situations, that's the formula you're looking for.
Well, the thing with this offense, you got 2 downs here instead of just 1. You've got 2 downs to create another first. And it's going to be 3rd and 5 right here. Elvington quickly to the line. Man in motion is Louder. They're going to hand off. Lee again, and a flag. Whistles will blow before this one can get underway, and that was going to be against the offense, and that's what you can't have. You can't have penalties in an offense like this. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, no, it's going to be offsides against Ponder.
Oh, wow. That's rare that the play was whistled dead, so maybe the officials are in preseason mode still.
Yes.
Result of the penalty is a
so the ball now is going to be at the 19-yard line.
I kind of thought there was some movement there by the Bulldogs, but looks like it was Ponder that moved first. So it results in a first down and move the chains for the Bulldogs, just marching down.
1st and 10. Here come the Bulldogs quickly to the line of scrimmage. Elvington under center. He is going to hand off on the reverse, and that's Harmon on the left side. Jumps over one defender. He's got another first down inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line. So Howe is really chewing up some yards right now, and there's a 14-yarder by Harmon.
Nice disguise there by the Bulldogs there. I didn't know who had the ball. I thought Ellington had the ball there for a little bit, but yeah, Harmon, good job on the reverse, and they're down into inside the 5-yard line.
Basically what we used to call a 45 tackle trap back in the old days. I'm sure they have a fancier name for that now.
Updated the verbiage.
But it's 1st and goal for Howe from the 5. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Elvington, man in motion, handoff to Austin Lee, spinning out of a tackle, and he is in the end zone. It is touchdown time in Texas for the first time in 2018. Austin Lee over left guard, rumbles in, spins in with 9:28 left to go in the first. Howe takes the first lead, 6-0.
And I tell you what, you couldn't have drawn up any better for the Bulldogs. Coach Jay wanted to get the ground game going, drain this clock, and that does just great things for the morale here. And it looks like the kick is up. And it is good.
Extra point is good by Callie Vick, and Howe now leads 7-0 with 9:28 left to go in the first. We'll be right back right after this.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for here at Scoggins Funeral Home in Van Alstyne. Since the beginning, affordability has been at the top of our checklist. Every day, we're proving that funerals don't have to be expensive. From our facilities to having a personalized service, all of the details are addressed. Nothing can cause you more disappointment than poor quality. Make it special. Make it Scoggins Funeral Home. We put our name on it. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are here with you in your time of need. Visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
If you're looking for a welding company that will always meet your expectations, we are just the team you need. Robertson Welding Service can do industrial, commercial, or domestic. Robertson Welding Service guarantees the quality and satisfaction of your project at a fair price. We provide precision, custom, and repair service in all steels. We even weld aluminum and stainless. You can be comfortable that Robertson Welding Service is the right company for your project. We can be found on Facebook, or you can call us at 903-328-6588. That's 903-328-6588.
Welcome back. Howe has taken a 7-0 lead. We'll give you the Exalt Realty scoring drive recap in just a moment. Here's Callie Vick, and she's going to kick this one away. It's going to be taken at a 25-yard line. Fair caught at the 25. Scoring drive recap, 5 plays for Howe, 40 yards. And it took right about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, or 20 seconds rather, off the clock. And it was Austin Lee with a 5-yard touchdown to cap off the drive. The big play was Arturo Lauder. He almost took it to the house on a 70-yard kick return, but was tackled at the 1. A couple of flags brought it back to the 40. So here we go with Ponder, first down at their own 25-yard line. And this is going to be a sack in the backfield. Already Cameron Blesseye brings 2008 to a climax defensively on the very first play.
And Cameron Blesseye comes in from his linebacker position like he's shot out of a cannon and taking down the quarterback right there, right away for a, about a six-yard loss. Be a second down and long for Ponder.
I think Blesseye took me back 10 years. 2018, sorry about that. Second down and very long here, back to the 20. And this is going to be a screen pass and whistles blow before this one could get underway. You would think this would be against Ponder. However, they did this a moment ago, and it was against the defense somehow. And now we will check, and it is going to be false start against Ponder.
False start against Ponder. 5-yard penalty.
Here in a moment, we're going to have a Night Furniture sideline report as they back this one up to about the 14-yard line. So now it's second down and a truckload for Ponder. Right about 20. Second down and 20. And Durrett, high snap, he's going to bring it down. Runs to the right side, gang tackled at about probably about the 16-yard line. We got a fist pump from Sigleski, but no air Sigleski right there. It's going to be third and long, though.
Jonathan Helpenfeld leading the defensive charge.
Cameron Blesseye leading the committee on that tackle, chairing that committee there.
A couple of yards there, but that's it. So third still very long, third and 19. and I promise you a Knight Furniture sideline report. We'll do it right after this play. Durrett wants it, gets it, and he's going to hand off on the reverse near side. Zapata trapped in the backfield, dropped down for a loss at the 10-yard line, a 6-yard loss. Let's check down with Caroline Slauson. A pretty good start for Howe, isn't it?
Man, these Bulldogs are on fire tonight. It's a great way to start out this season. This is amazing.
That is your Knight Furniture sideline report. Caroline Slauson with us in 2018. It is punt time for the first time so far, and Durrett will go back to punt this one away. Stand at his own goal line, and back deep for Howe is Jalen Thornton, and also Louder. It's going to be Thornton taking it at the 43-yard line, going left side. Trips and now stumbles and brought down at about the 27-yard line. So Howe with great shape again to start this drive deep in Ponder territory at the 27 with 7:25 left to go here in the first.
And they're winning the field position battle right now. They get great field position to start on their first drive, and then they have Ponder go 3 and out, and they got the ball deep in Ponder territory to start this second drive here. So couldn't have written up any better for the Bulldogs.
So Howe with a 1st and 10, moving left to right from the 27-yard line. Elvington handoff straight up the middle, a big hole, and that's going to be a new running back into the game, Spencer Akins. He was kind of shot out of a cannon there from what looked like the I formation. It wasn't an I formation, but it gave you that kind of feel as he was shot right up the middle out of a cannon. Good for about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
Well, we talked about a little bit of a hybrid type of offense. It'd be mostly slot T, but we've seen about, I think if I'm counting correctly, maybe the 3rd, 4th different running back here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they've got a plethora of backs for sure. Split out wide is Bama Valier as Elvington goes under center. Man in motion and a drop snap. Elvington picks it up, tries to make a move around the right edge, can't do it. Drop for no gain, maybe a yard.
Nice play.
Now they're going to mark that at about the 22-yard line, so give him a yard on it.
And so far, that's probably been the most negative play for the Bulldogs. Dropped that, and actually probably maybe gained a yard or got back to the line of scrimmage to live another day. But yeah, this Bulldog offense so far is hitting on all cylinders, if you will.
3rd down and about 4.5 coming up. Elijah Campbell split out wide to the left. Cameron Blesseye, the lone back, 2 wings. Man in motion, Spencer Akins. It's going to be Blesseye right up the middle. Fights forward, close to a 1st down. It'll set up a 4th and 1 situation. And they're going to mark it at about the 19-yard line. This is where in the past we would refer to Zach Hudson as the Riverboat Gambler.
We came up with a good name for Coach Jay, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't remember. Was it Blackjack Jailing?
Yeah, Blackjack.
So 4th and 1 here. Not really a big gamble. Yeah, that's inside the 20. You already have a penetration here at the 19-yard line, but Howe going to go for it here. Austin Lee in the backfield. Elvington under center. Man in motion. And this is going to be a handoff straight up the middle. And fighting forward, breaking the tackle, having the 1st down. Austin Lee over left guard inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Chase Taylor for the Lions in on the tackle. But yeah, give that. I think everybody in the stadium knew it was going to Austin Lee. You had Mason Riggs going in motion just as a little bit of a decoy, but gave it to Lee, and then Lee just used a little bit of the strength there to get some extra yardage and put some here in the red zone.
Needed 1, got 5. 1st and 10 for Howe. Left to right towards the south end zone is where they're trying to get. Up front for Howe, Garrison, Blunt, helping still, and Ing trying to run to behind that. And this is going to be Cameron Blesseye trying to fight around that right edge. Makes his way to about the 11-yard line.
Another tackle there by Chase Taylor. Yeah, just runs around the right side, kind of almost around the right tackle there, and gets yardage, a 2-yard gain here. And again, just milking this clock right now. 4:48, 4:47 to go here in the first quarter. Haven't had to throw a pass yet.
Yeah, 6 plays so far on this drive, and 5 plays rather on the first drive. So Howe running a lot of plays here early on and taking a lot of time off the clock, just what Coach Jay said he wanted to do. This is going to be Elvington on the reverse backside. Arturo Louder, he's got room, he's in, it's touchdown time in Texas.
Wow, another play that just had the Lion defense baffled. I think they went for maybe Blesseye or Riggs there, thinking he was going to go right up the middle. And, yeah, another reverse there on Louder. And, again, this Howe Bulldog offense has the Ponder Lions guessing on defense. And for the second drive in a row, the Bulldogs have scored. It's touchdown time in Texas, 13-0 14-0 pending the extra point.
Kelly Vick's kick is up, and it is true. 14-0, Howe in the lead. Just exactly what the doctor ordered and just how Coach Jay drew it up. We'll be back right after this.
Monty, that was Damius Karowski on the tackle. Hey, this is Michael Mosier. I may not be up in that luxury outdoor suite on top of the press box, but hey, I'm still supporting the Bulldogs. I'm proud to be a part of the Howe Athletic Booster Club, where it's only $25 to become a member. I may have retired from pronouncing those difficult names on Friday nights, but I can say go Dogs without batting an eye. Become a black and white, towel-waving Bulldog fan by signing up at each home game behind the home bleachers, and remember, Aljundo Dakin-Stater on stop.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a Bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
The Night Furniture, the Exalt Realty scoring drive recap for Howe was 6 plays and 27 yards, and it took right at 3 minutes off the clock. Howe doing what they want to do, and they lead 14-0 here early. Callie Vick's kickoff, the Tech Wave kickoff, is through the air. It's up the middle. It's going to be taken by an up man, knocked down, or almost knocked down by his own man, but making his way up to the close to the 35-yard line is Justin Davis for Ponder, and they'll actually spot him at the 34. Well, let's see where they put it down. They're going to spot it right at the 35.
Spencer Aiken on the tackle there. So let's see how this defense, if they can match what the Bulldog offense is doing. They did that in that first drive. Went 3 and out. Ponder had a penalty, lost a yardage, had him in 3rd and long. Let's see what they can do on this drive.
Durrett goes under center, 2 men in the backfield, and he's going to hand off first man through. And escaping a couple of defenders right there, I believe, is going to be Chase Taylor, the sophomore, 5'7", 160 pounds. And he'll make his way good for about 8 or 9 yards. 9 yards on first down, and that's the first time they didn't line up in the shotgun, kind of loaded up the backfield, and so they're going to run the ball.
Almost like an I formation type thing. Puts them in 2nd down and short.
So they'll spot the ball at the 43-yard line. Durrett goes under center again, and this time he's going to hand off. First man through. Zepeda breaking out of a tackle. He's got the first down and more. Cuts and jukes his way up to the 50-yard line.
Zepeda was one of those guys that Coach Jay talked about who was very elusive, very quick, and so that's one of the guys we're going to have to focus on. We saw a little bit of that shiftiness there on that little run there for a first down. Looks like the Ponder Lions have maybe got something going here as the ball is at midfield.
First down for Ponder, moving right to left. They'll split a man wide to the near side, and that's Oscar Martinez. 3 men in the backfield. They're going to say, hey, Howe, you can do it. We're going to do it. Toss left side. And that is the running back, Terrence Clark, who will gain about 3 yards on first down.
Good job there by the Bulldogs. Kind of stayed in their lane and then kind of made the running back kind of shift back inside there for a short gain. So good job by the Bulldog defense here. Coach Jay, who's kind of a defensive coordinator by nature, you got to wonder how much he has his fingerprints on this defense besides Sigleski.
I said 3 yards, give him 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 3 men in the backfield. Handoff Zepeda. No, he pulls it. Durrett's in trouble. Bouncing out to right. This is going to be a big loss. All the way back to the 41-yard line. Spencer Akins was right there, the first man there.
He thought about, he decided not to option it or hand it off there to his fullback, dropped back and realized he was in trouble. He was in jail there. There was nobody there to throw it to, nowhere to run, and just kept going backwards. And fortunately for the Bulldogs, he's down into Ponder territory. It's going to be 3rd down and a Grayson County mile.
3rd and 17 to be exact. That was an 8-yard loss by Durrett and the Ponder Lions. A nice job there by Spencer Akins bringing the heat from the outside. Under center, again goes Durrett, and this time he'll hand off to Taylor, who's met right at the line of scrimmage, brought down by Austin Lee at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pull Austin Lee on the outside. It's going to be 4th down and punt time for Ponder once again.
Austin Lee playing that middle linebacker position. Yeah, he was not fooled at all by the fake pitch. Was sitting there right there waiting for the running back to come through. A good tackle there by Austin Lee. Good wrap up there by Lee. Didn't give an inch there. And again, caused the Lions to have to punt.
Durrett stands at his own 31-yard line to punt this one away. Back deep, Jalen Thornton and Arturo Louder kicking it to Louder's side. He's going to field it. And no, it's going to bounce right in front of him and take a great ponder bounce all the way back deep inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. That one is one which you'd like to see caught because I think Louder could have caught it around the 30, but it ended up getting another extra 19 yards on the bounce. So Howe will start deep in their own territory.
It took a quick bounce and almost hit Louder, and he was a good job of just at least getting out of the way of it when he realized he wasn't going to be able to catch it.
1 minute, 29 seconds on the first quarter clock. Howe leading 14-0 early. Now pinned deep in their own territory, but what we've seen so far from the Howe Bulldogs, all this means that they could take basically the second half away, or second quarter away. They're so deep. This is going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's Cameron Blessai on the right side. A little counter trap action up to the 15-yard line.
Again, we just see another running back here. We see Blessai coming off the field.
A little gimpy there.
Coming off a little gingerly, but they've got a plethora of running backs they can go to.
Yeah, Austin Lee, as soon as he saw that, he ran from getting water. He ran and put his helmet on and sprinted out on the field. So Lee back out there. They're going to take a look at Cameron Blessai. Again, early in the season, you know what that means.
A lot of cramps.
A lot of cramps. And I
a lot of pickle juice.
That's what's going on with Cameron Blessai right now. A lot of cramps. Second down and about 6 for Howe after the 4-yard gain. Handoff over left tackle, and that's Lee. Good enough for maybe a yard or two. Crosses the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, both these teams having to stay hydrated here. Caroline Slauson talked about in the pregame. It was at 94 degrees. It's probably come down maybe a couple of degrees, if that, but it is hot on both these sidelines. I saw the athletic trainer Ricky Aiken, his 30th year, putting some water on a sponge and kind of putting it on the back neck of some of the players, trying to keep them cool as possible.
I'm not even sure we're going to get a playoff here to end the first quarter, but Elijah Campbell's going to come split out near side. There's 13 seconds on the clock, and they are going to get a snap off, and this is going to be Spencer Akins on the reverse. He's going to be good for a first down near the 20-yard line, or right at it, probably about the 18-yard line. That's going to be the 24-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And a good one for Howe. 14-0, the Bulldogs lead. And we'll be right back right after this.
First Baptist Church here in Howe, Texas would like to invite you and your family to a celebration of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Each Sunday morning at 10:30, we meet for worship at 100 East Davis Street in Howe. Prior to that, we have relevant Bible fellowships for all ages beginning at 9:15. Join us each week to declare the hope that is found only in Christ. Be ready to experience the life-changing power of the gospel. There is only one message for every generation, and that message is Jesus.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at MrEdInsurance.com.
Let's check down with a Knight Furniture sideline report. Caroline Slauson, what are you seeing down there from the Bulldogs?
Just a bunch of great football. Offense obviously doing amazing. Defense doing amazing. It's a good night to be a Bulldog. I'm telling you, I'm hanging out here with Coach Simmons, and we're pumped.
Hey, Caroline graduated from Howe. She is a true Bulldog. Good to see her back down.
Class of 08.
Former cheerleader here at Howe. Here's Elvington handing off right up the middle. Haven't seen Mason Riggs yet, but there it is. A 1-yard gain for Mason Riggs. His first carry of the night.
Looking forward to seeing more of Mason Riggs. We saw him a little bit last year, first part of the year. Ended up moving back to the defense permanently. But it's good to see him back in the backfield. Expect a lot out of him as a senior.
Gain of a yard, second down and 9 coming up as we flip sides, and Howe now moving right to left towards the north end zone in their all-black uniforms. Everybody tight except Elijah Campbell split out wide to the left. Elvington in trouble. He's in trouble. Back behind the line of scrimmage trying to break out of it, but he's gang tackled for a loss back to the 19-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 20.
A little bit of a miscommunication back there. I don't know if he was meant to try to pass that or if meant to give the handoff and decided to pull back. I'm not sure, but yeah, dropped him back 3-4 yards on that at least, maybe 5 yards on that play. So looking at third down and long, I guess if there was a fourth key of the game is you want to stay out of these positions with this type of offense here. Slot T, a lot of ground game is trying to stay out of third and long situations. We may see the arm of Leighton Ellington possibly here on this first time night.
It's 3rd and 13. I would expect the reverse, if anything else. Ellington under center, and he's going to drop back. You're right. Looking to pass. Down the field's got a man. It's caught by Akins at the 30-yard line. Not enough for a first down. But it is close enough to think about it, but probably not. They're going to punt right here on 4th down. It's still about 2.5, 3 yards to go. How much of a blackjack gamble do we have here?
I don't know about week 1.
4th down at about 3 here as the ball is resting at the 30-yard line. Howe's taking a timeout. We'll take one too quickly. We'll be back right after this timeout.
First Baptist Church here in Howe, Texas would like to
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8.
Sonic of Howe is where you get great food and big smiles and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players.
Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
We'd like to thank our sponsors this year in 2018. We have Sonic, we have Independent Bank, Exalt Realty, Micah Belden, Scoggins Funeral Home, Ed Meacham State Farm, Bucks North Barbecue, First Baptist Church of Howe, Tech Wave, Howe Athletic Booster Club, Knight Furniture, and Robertson's Welding Service. Thanks to all of our sponsors for 2018. We have a 4th down and 2 coming up here. Jalen Thornton right now standing lined up to do the punting. We'll see if that's what he's going to do. I would imagine so. It's a high snap. He digs it, and he's going to punt this one away. A wobbly end-over-end kick, going to bounce at the 39, and Joseph Brennan will down it at the 38-yard line, and that's where Ponder will take over.
Ponder, I think, has only been able to muster, I believe, maybe one first down here in this first half. Bulldogs defense doing a good job of staying in their lanes and staying on their assignments and locking down this Ponder offense.
So now Ponder moving left to right for the first time, as we're now in the second quarter. There's 10:21 on the clock as they start this drive. Pretty good crowd here at home on the first game of the year, first home game. It's always exciting. This is going to be a handoff to Zapata, I believe, and he's not going anywhere. The Bulldog defense really looking good early on tonight.
Devin Porter right there. He was sitting there waiting for if they're going to do the option or hand it off, and he was sitting there right there, and as soon as he saw that they were handing it to the fullback, he was there to make the tackle. So Devin Porter, good job there on the tackle, no gain.
Now what the Bulldogs run is a 3-3. Technically it's called a 3-3 stack. Now, you know what a 3-3 turns into a lot of times is a 3-4, and what eventually looks like a 50 back in the old days. So here, what looks like almost a wishbone look. Durrett's going to keep it himself over left tackle, and nothing doing there.
Looks like Mason Riggs in on the tackle, and that 4th linebacker sometimes plays that linebacker. It does play that linebacker spot there for the Bulldogs. It looked like the quarterback there, Durrett, bumped into his fullback or one of his linemen there, and so threw that play off just a little bit. So 3rd down and long here again for the Lions.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 as they come back to the line of scrimmage. 3 men in the backfield behind Durrett, who goes under center. 1 man split out wide right is Martinez. This is going to be a toss to the right. Trying to break tackles, can't do it. Too many Bulldogs right there. A great job of the Howe Bulldogs defense. Carson Grogan in there on the stop there as well.
Good penetration there, J.C. Helpenstell. We have a Helpenstell sighting in on the tackle as well. And again, this Bulldog defense is swarming on the defensive side of the ball, doing a lot of good tackling. Haven't seen a lot of missed tackles there by the Bulldogs, so good job on that.
So Durrett back at his own 30-yard line to punt this one away on 4th and 8. Again, Louder and Thornton to return it. This is a high wobbly kick. Louder's going to catch it at the 31-yard line, makes a move, comes up the near field, has got the 40 and knocked down at the 42-yard line. So a nice return there by Arturo Louder, as he's got some quickness and he's got some speed.
Tackle there made by Terrence Clark there for the Lions. And so, yeah, we'll see this Bulldog offense for the 4th time here tonight. Scored on 2 of their first 3 drives.
They'll spot it just shy of the 47-yard line, or 43-yard line, rather.
And only one pass thrown by either team tonight, and we're at 8:24 to go here in the first half.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
We'll be home by 9 o'clock.
Bed by 9:30.
Yeah. We got to go to Norman tomorrow. 1st and 10, 2 men in the backfield. One split out as Campbell tossed near side. That is Blessai. Good to see him back in the game. He runs over a defender at the 46-yard line.
Number 22.
I'll tell you what, Cameron Blessai, Peyton Maroney, 5'9", 160, met the helmet there of Blessai. And I like seeing this. He pitched out to Blessai, then Leighton Ellington came around, was one of the lead blockers there.
What's funny right there is Maroney will get credit for the tackle, but he absolutely got destroyed on that play. 1st down and 10, Howe right to left as Blessai back in the game with authority. Bama Valier split out wide to the left, looking at the sideline. Whistles will blow before this one can get underway. I believe Coach Jay might have called a timeout there.
The snap.
I think a timeout was called.
Called by Ponder.
Okay. Well, we're going to take one, too. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey Bulldogs, great news. I'm your hometown realtor and I'm also a Bulldog. Hello, I'm Kevin Sarles and I'm with Exalt Realty. I wanted to tell you about the new 321 program for our new home buyers or those who haven't owned a home in 3 years. A $1,500 grant is tied to the program and a $2,000 gift card at a local major retailer is available. This promotion is for a limited time and qualifications do apply. Call me anytime, 903-821-4163.
Welcome back. It's 1st and 10 for Howe, right to left. And Howe still talking about it as Ponder comes back on the field. We have 8:18 on the clock here in the second quarter, and it has been all Howe. It really has. If you want to look at Ponder so far tonight, they have punted, and their next possession they punted, and their most recent possession they punted.
There's a theme here.
1st down and 10, Howe. 2 men in the backfield. Valier split out wide to the left. Elvington under center, hands off. Akins over the right side, loses something, maybe a mouthpiece. Something flies out, but he makes his way to the 39-yard line.
I don't know what that was. Did that look like a patch of grass or a wristband or something went in the air? I thought it was a football, but
I was wondering if that was a football, but
fortunately it was not.
It was grass, Stephen Braswell tells us, our friendly spotter in the sky. 2nd down and 4 coming up, 7:52 on the clock. Starting to get a little dark out there. The sun's going down. The Friday night lights coming out. Man in motion. Elvington hands off. Met at the right at the line of scrimmage is Cameron Blessai. Going nowhere that time. Maybe a loss as they'll give him a yard loss back to the 40.
Good penetration there by the sophomore number 58, Cameron Carroll, to penetrate that defensive line there and bring down Blessai.
Carroll was one of those that was mentioned in Dave Campbell's Texas football that he would be one of the leaders coming back this year. You know, they mentioned Oscar Martinez, the wideout, Chase Taylor, Trey Carter, and, of course, Durrett, the quarterback. But Cameron Carroll was also mentioned as the linebacker, and he made it known right there why his name is in that book. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Elvington wanting to throw, throws a swing pass out to Riggs, makes the catch up to the 35 and out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, close to a 1st down, and I think they're going to pull the sticks.
Good job there by Ellington, just kind of a 3-step drop and just kind of lofted it in the air, just right there in the hands there of Riggs, and just let him rumble down the sidelines. 1st down and 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
About a 7-yard gain there on the swing pass, looked like Prescott to Elliott. And it's 1st and 10, Howe with the ball, 6:56 left to go before the half, and they're chewing up this entire clock. Ponder Lions have not had the ball very much, and when they have, they've done absolutely nothing with it. Elvington hands off to the first man in motion, and that's Arturo Louder coming across from left to right. He's banged down after about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
Kind of a speed sweep there by Louder, and again, that's one of those things you get. It's a quick handoff, and before the Bulldog or the Lions can even react, Louder's already 5 yards up the field.
So 5 yards on that play instead of 6 or 7. We are just about ready to check down with our night furniture sideline reporter, Caroline Slauson.
And what's nice about this Bulldog offense, you've got different types of running backs, Blessai and Lee, who are bangers, and you got a scat back like Louder.
Elvington handoff up the middle is Austin Lee. Not much there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Third down coming up for Howe.
Austin Lee, number 34.
Number 11, Chase Taylor, in on the tackle here. Yeah, it'll be a 3rd down and 5 here. Maybe reverse type on this 3rd down here.
It'll be Elijah Campbell split out wide to the near side. Howe moving right to left. Elvington under center on 3rd and 5. Toss left side. Cameron Blesseye runs over a defender again at the 20. And that's going to be another 1st down for Howe.
I'll tell you what, got the pitch there on the left side, and Blesseye, he was looking for somebody to hit. I almost want to ask him, does he like doing that? He's not the kind who's going to shift or juke you. He's going to run you over.
Hey, Caroline, are those hits looking as bad down there as they are up here?
Yeah, they look and they sound bad too. So
you got to love those pops down there with those pads.
Better them than me.
We've been waiting for those all summer.
Caroline is not 5'9". You know, she's not 5'9", 250 like these other guys. She would not like that hit very much. 1st down and 10. This is going to be a handoff to Austin Lee, and Lee may have fumbled right there.
I believe he fumbled.
Yeah, he did.
And Lions have it.
Lee fumbled at the 20-yard line.
Lee got the handoff. I don't know if it was a clean handoff or what, but as soon as he hit the line, the ball came out and Lions recovered. And so Lions finally able to stop the Bulldogs here on a turnover.
Oh, wow. That was a 7-play drive all the way down from one side of the field to the other.
And that was something Coach Jay talked about was not having turnovers. But it's week 1, you're still working out the wrinkles. Hopefully maybe something they can correct.
Well, you just hope that doesn't give life to Ponder as they have it at their own 18-yard line. And this is going to be Durrett around the right edge. He's knocked down maybe for a loss. Couldn't get around that edge. Brought down, I believe, over there. I think
Jalen Thornton.
Well, it was Thornton. It's also Bryce Krantz on the tackle.
Nice defensive play for the Bulldogs.
He's going to gain 3 yards somehow. I didn't think he was able to do that. I thought that he was actually behind the line of scrimmage, but a nice job by Durrett getting on the outside.
Yeah, faked the handoff, kept it himself, went around that corner, and we saw just a glimpse of that speed that Durrett has. Bulldogs did a good job tonight so far at containing him.
2nd down and 7 coming up for Ponder as Durrett goes under center. Dyson Dillard might have jumped off sides. There's a scramble. The ball may be on the turf, but the whistles have blown, and this one's going to be dead. And I believe Dyson Dillard jumped off sides anyway, and he did.
Penalty flag thrown at the 20-yard line.
So they'll move it up 5 yards. And now Ponder's looking at a 1st down for one of the very few times of the game. Maybe the 2nd time. Very close to it.
I think it's going to be a little bit short, maybe yard short there.
2nd and, about 2 coming up.
Yeah, Dyson Dillard, who sits in the middle of that 3-3 on that front line. You got some big boys on that front line. Devin Porter, Dyson Dillard, and Cameron Blesseye. There's some meat up there on that front. And Dillard got just a little bit too antsy there on that play.
There's also some meat up there up front of the Ponder Lions offense. They check in at 1,065 pounds, which is 233 apiece. The big boy is 295, the right tackle. Under center, Durrett drops the snap, picks it up. He's got a lot of room right up the middle. It's a foot race, and he could be gone. 40, 30, 20, not going to catch him. The fumble comes back to haunt Howe as Ponder takes it in from 79 yards.
Durrett got the snap, and it looked like he dropped that ball. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Dropped that ball, and the line just parted like the Red Sea, and Durrett just raced 79 yards for the touchdown. They made the Bulldogs pay on their turnover.
So now the extra point for Ponder is going to be tried by Ben Chicano, left-footed kicker. It's on the tee. The kick is up. It looks good, and it's no good. He hooked it to the right. So Howe retains a 14-6 lead here, but Mason Durrett just went 79 yards. We'll be right back right after this.
You're invited to the one and only Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucksnort Barbecue. For complete information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Bucksnort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load, strong leadership, and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics, and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches, and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Howe Student Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. 3:53 on the clock here before the half. The Exalt Realty scoring drive recap, only 2 plays, 81 yards. The big one was a 79-yard run just a moment ago by Mason Durrett. 14-6, Howe still leads with 3:53 left to go before the half. That's your Exalt Realty scoring drive recap. Now we're getting ready for our Tech Wave kickoff.
So what you like right now for the Bulldogs is be able to get this ball and just eat this clock away and score before the end of the half. Don't give Ponder any time left, if possible, here and go into the locker room with a 2-touchdown advantage.
Watch out for the onside right here. The pooch kick knew something was coming up, and it's going to scramble for it. And here's Arturo Louder, picks it up, and it's always electric when he has the ball in his hands. I'm learning very quickly that it's like Deion Sanders. Anytime the ball touches Arturo Louder's hands, you know something special could happen at any moment.
He's shown some speed and shown his shiftiness, but I'm telling you right there, that ball, it was a pooch kick, and for a second there, I don't think nobody knew who was going to catch that ball. Luckily, it took one bounce and bounced right into Louder's breadbasket.
That was very, very scary.
Yes.
As the ball was pooch kicked, it hit the ground, scuttled right by one of the Bulldogs. Thankfully, Louder picked it up. Elvington under center is going to toss right side. Mason Riggs trying to find the corner. Gets a block from Cameron Blesseye, and Riggs has got some room. Look out, 35. He's to the 30 and out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll actually say he stepped out at the 31.
Mason Riggs there on that run. It's good to see Mason Riggs back. Like I said, we saw him a little bit last year. He's got some speed, and he's a tough runner as well. Probably not the fastest guy, but a hard, tough runner there to add to this committee of running backs here for the Bulldogs.
He is pretty quick. 31-yard line. Howe now 1st and 10 and in business. 30-yard run by Riggs, and Elvington brings them to the line. Double wing set on the left side. Elvington's going to run around that way, and he's going to escape one defender, maybe 2, up to the 25-yard line.
Elvington on the quarterback.
Ran into his own man, Helpenstell, for a little bit, and he got hip checked there by Helpenstell, and I think the hip check allowed him to get some more momentum and get him about an extra 2 or 3 yards on that 6-yard gain.
P.J. Orr will officially get credit for the tackle, and they'll spot it at the 25-yard line. 3:11 on the clock here for Howe, trying to punch it in before the half. Elijah Campbell comes near side, split out wide at about the numbers. Elvington, middle of the field, runs the same play. This time he's going to get caught from behind. A nice play in the back field by their linebacker. Anzac. Yeah, Nate Anzac, the junior, 5'8", 170. He looks bigger than 170 to me.
Looked like there was supposed to be a pitch out there, and nobody was there for Ellington. The way it looked like maybe kind of a broken play, and Ellington not able to do anything, lost some yards in the play, so now you're looking at a 2nd down, and I guess no gain on the play there.
Well, there's a penalty, apparently.
Penalty marked off against the Dogs. False start, 5-yard penalty.
Well, they're going to spot it at the 30, which is 5 yards back from where it was. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Good thing about this offense, too, you got the different running backs, but then you also have the legs of Ellington who can run. So that's one more person that the Lions got to key in on besides the running backs and the wing backs.
Timeout's been called on the field. We'll take 1-2 quickly. We'll be right back right after this.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for here at Scoggins Funeral Home in Van Alstyne. Since the beginning, affordability has been at the top of our checklist. Every day, we're proving that funerals don't have to be expensive. From our facilities to having a personalized service, all of the details are addressed. Nothing can cause you more disappointment than poor quality. Make it special. Make it Scoggins Funeral Home. We put our name on it. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are here with you in your time of need. Visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
Welcome back, 2nd down and 9. As the Bulldogs walk their way back on the field. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. We have 2:55 left to go before half. Howe has really dominated this first half. However, a costly fumble deep in Ponder territory gave Ponder life. And right after that, a 79-yard touchdown by the quarterback, Mason Durrett, has made this a one-touchdown game, 14-6. But it has been all Bulldogs so far, and they're driving again here. 2nd down and 9. Riggs gets the toss around the right edge, and he'll plow his way through a couple of defenders on his way to about the 26-yard line, and they'll mark him at the 25.
About 3 on the play.
Good job there by Riggs there on that pitch out, and just kind of let his blockers, kind of let his pulling guards and pulling tackles kind of form his, get his holes, and just did a good job there of vision and kind of waiting for his blocks to happen.
3rd down and 5 coming up. So again, on this side of the field, you got 2 plays to get it. So you don't have to be anything spectacular right here, and that's why they hand it off over right guard to Cameron Blessai, who is hard to bring down, and he churns his way to the 24. Not much on the gain, but it looked like it was about 10 yards. That's the way he was fighting.
I tell you what, these running backs, especially like Blessai and Lee and even Riggs, you better bring your hard hat when you come to tackle these guys, and you're not going to do it with arm tackles. You're going to have to wrap up and bring down, and you may have to have more than one guy to tackle these running backs, and we saw that with Blessai there. It's just a tough runner. All of them very tough, very hard to bring down.
4th and about 3 here. No indication of a punt team at all. No indication of a field goal team. This is Howe going forward on 4th and maybe 4th. This is going to be a toss left side, trying to fight forward, can't get it as Austin Lee, as they showed a lot of confidence right there by giving it to Lee again after he made the fumble earlier in about the same area. But they went back to Lee around the left edge. Not enough for a first down, so the ball will turn over to Ponder at about somewhere around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was the right call to go for it on 4th down. You're deep in Ponder territory. Gave it to Lee, and yeah, just couldn't get that extra yard. Needed 3 and only got 2. So ball goes over the Lions. Again, Coach Jay wanted to eat some time off this clock and hopefully score. Now they've given Ponder time. 1:33 to go here in the first half, and they've got 2 timeouts in their back pocket.
Very important right here to not let Ponder score on this drive. This is trips out to the left, throwing it out to the left. Screen pass at one hops the receiver, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit Terrence Clark out there on the trip set so he could run behind his 2 blockers, but Durrett just simply underthrew him, and maybe the crown got him. There's not much of a crown here at Bulldog Stadium. It's an old field. Not like White-Wright. White-Wright has a massive crown in the middle of the field.
A hill.
But Bulldog Stadium is not really like that, so I don't think that came into effect here, but he simply just undershot his receiver. They're going to line up again in the trips left formation. So 3 receivers out on the far side. Ponder moving left to right. Look out over there. Durrett goes under center, 2 men in the backfield. He's going to fake the hand, and now he's going to run right side. He's got some space, and he's fast, and he breaks across the 30 out to the 33-yard line before finally being brought down.
John Lucas.
Fake the handoff. There was nobody there. I don't know if that was miscommunication or just meant to kind of throw off the defense a little bit. But again, we see the wheels of Durrett able to get that first down. As the clock continues to tick, and looks like Ponder is not in any kind of hurry at this point as the clock is at 107, 106.
I can't imagine why you wouldn't be. 3 receivers are probably trying to lull Howe to sleep here. This is going to be a toss left side, and that is going to be Zapata trying to find the outside edge. He's fast, and he's going to be brought down. I thought for a moment those 3 receivers that were split out were going to crack back on a couple of Howe defenders, but they were able to get around the edge and stop that progress, and only about 3 yards on the play.
Tackle there by Louder. Looks like we've got a timeout now by Ponder.
We're going to take 1, too. We'll be right back right after this.
If you're looking for a welding company that will always meet your expectations, we are just the team you need. Robertson Welding Service can do industrial, commercial, or domestic. Robertson Welding Service guarantees the quality and satisfaction of your project at a fair price. We provide precision, custom, and repair service in all steels. We even weld aluminum and stainless. You can be comfortable that Robertson Welding Service is the right company for your project. We can be found on Facebook, or you can call us at 903-328-6588. That's 903-328-6588.
Back upstairs. Let's check down on the sideline with Caroline, our Night Furniture sideline report. Caroline, what's going on down there?
Well, it is good to see that Cameron Belisai's ankle's not bothering him, and he's been doing great since he got back. And we're just trying to finish up this half and go back in halftime and get ready to win this game.
How much excitement is down there by the players? Are you seeing it, or are they just focused?
They're pretty focused. There's really not. They're here to win. They're here to get business done.
All right. All right, second down and about 8 for Ponder, moving left to right. There's 42 seconds left on the first half clock. Back in shotgun formation, and a man from Howe jumps across, and that's going to be Alex Kellum. But no whistles have blown, and now
they threw a flag over here on this near side on the line judge here.
So now a free play coming up. Durrett possibly. Now he's going to hand off. The ball's on the turf, and Howe did not recover. It appears that Ponder got back on top of it. And now the clock is at 34.
Well, interesting there. It looked like the Bulldogs jumped, and then this line judge threw his flag down, but there was no stoppage in play, and they went in and played, and Bulldogs almost got a fumble recovery there.
Clock moving now.
I wonder if at this point if the Lions are just going to let this clock go and just go back into halftime.
Well, it's third down and about 8, and it appears that they're in no hurry whatsoever. 15 seconds on the clock. There's 13 on the game clock, so they don't have to actually snap it because it's just a fraction of a second on the play clock later than the game clock. So this is going to be it. That's the end of the first half. A pretty good one for Howe. There was a few mistakes. One very costly mistake in the fumble, which led to the 79-yard touchdown for Ponder, but that's really all Ponder did the entire first half. Other than that, it was all Bulldogs.
Bulldogs should be leading probably about 21-0 right now because they were marching on that drive where they fumbled the ball. But unfortunately had the fumble, and then Ponder did what they're supposed to do. They capitalized on that turnover, made the Bulldogs pay 14-6. Let's see if that extra point that they missed comes back to bite them.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be the halftime show with Justin White and Caroline Slauson. We'll be back right after this.
Monty, that was Damius Karowski on the tackle. Hey, this is Michael Mosier. I may not be up in that luxury outdoor suite on top of the press box, but hey, I'm still supporting the Bulldogs. I'm proud to be a part of the Howe Athletic Booster Club, where it's only $25 to become a member. I may have retired from pronouncing those difficult names on Friday nights, but I can say go Dogs without batting an eye. Become a black and white, towel-waving Bulldog fan by signing up at each home game behind the home bleachers, and remember, Aljundo Dakenstater on the stop.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a Bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
The First Baptist Church here in Howe, Texas would like to invite you and your family to a celebration of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Each Sunday morning at 10:30, we meet for worship at 100 East Davis Street in Howe. Prior to that, we have relevant Bible fellowships for all ages beginning at 9:15. Join us each week, declare the hope that is found only in Christ. Be ready to experience the life-changing power of the gospel. There is only one message for every generation, and that message is Jesus.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at mredinsurance.com.
Welcome to the Howe Bulldogs halftime show. Now let's join Justin White and Caroline Slauson.
Here we go. Can you hear me?
Down run by the Lions. Are we on now?
Hello, can you hear me? There it was. I can hear it now.
Can you? Okay. I think we're good. Yes. Can you hear you? Can you? Oh.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
No one touch anything.
Yeah.
Don't even touch it.
First game of the season for us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So we're allowed to have a few mistakes. So, all right, let's go back to it. So how's it been there on the sidelines?
Man, it's been really, really amazing. I mean, just so much fun. This team is doing amazing offense, defense. They are scoring. Fans are excited. We've got these cheer sections. This group right here, they're pumping it up. But these boys, they're focused and they're ready to get business done.
Yeah, leading 14-6 here at halftime. Again, I'm Justin White along with Caroline Slauson here at halftime. Yeah, it's a lot funner when they're winning. It was unfortunately not like this last year to start the season.
Or when I was here.
Had a tough game last season, first game of the season against Gunner. But here against Ponder here tonight, they're leading. They had it's been almost a perfect formula so far here for the Bulldogs. Those first two drives, first drive of the game, they marched down the field. Capped by a touchdown by Austin Lee, and then Ponder went 3 and out. Bulldogs get the ball back, march down the field, and then 11-yard touchdown by Arturo Louder. And those first two drives, though, Bulldogs had something cooking there.
Yeah, I mean, just right out of the gate, that first play, Louder went to the 31
yeah.
yard
I almost didn't even mention that with the kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, we thought he scored, but it's just been go from the start, so there's no downtime here.
And you got to think Coach Jay, I mean, I'm sure he was probably nervous starting this first game of the season here at Howe, and but he's got to be feeling good so far. Again, Bulldogs scored on their first two drives. There in the second quarter. Looked like they were marching down the field. I was telling Monty, this game should probably be about 21-0 because they were marching at one point, fumbled the ball there, and then Ponder gets the ball back, and on just a fumble by Mason Durrett, the quarterback, ball falls on the ground, and the the line splits, and he just goes up the middle for a 79-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, and just a bunch of I'd read the pregame notes that Monty sent us, and that a bunch of seniors who hadn't even played football before, and there have been one sport athletes are back. Spencer Akins is doing, getting a lot of play time, doing great. So a bunch of people out there, a bunch of guys out there playing and doing great, getting a bunch of great game time.
And that's got to be good to be able to get some of those guys that didn't play last year, that played other sports and just want to focus on baseball or focus on basketball or didn't want to play football for whatever reason and decided to come back. That's a good job by Coach Jay, who didn't know just met these guys 5 months ago to come up in here and recruit, basically recruit those guys and say, hey, I got a team going. We got big things planned. I'm going to be here for a while and able to get those guys to believe.
Yeah, and Monty had asked me earlier in the half, are these hits that I'm down there seeing as hard as they look? And yes, they are. Cameron Blesseye is just running these guys over.
Yeah, Cameron Blesseye, Austin Lee, even Mason Riggs. Those guys are they're kind of all similar styles where they're not going to juke you, they're not going to try to go around you, they're just going to run you over.
Yeah.
And then you kind of change it up with Arturo Louder, who's more of a speedster type of guy. So it's kind of nice change of pace back. They got you talk about Aiken, another one of those running backs. So they got about I think they've handed off to maybe
3 or 4.
maybe 5 or 6 running backs. And so and I think that's kept the Ponder line defense off balance here.
Yeah. Well, going into the second half, Justin, what do you think the Bulldogs are talking about in the locker room?
I think just continue to run the ball. I think they're going to have to cut down, obviously hanging on to the ball. And that brings me to the keys of the game that we brought up was obviously establishing the run. I think they've done a pretty good job of that.
Oh, yeah.
My other point was keeping themselves in the game. Don't get down, 28-0 in the first quarter and have to fight and scratch and claw your way back. Give yourself a chance. I think they're doing that right now with a 14-6 lead. And then my other one was forcing turnovers and then capitalize on those turnovers for the Bulldogs. Fortunately, they haven't been able to get any turnovers so far, but they've done a pretty good job on defense. Aside from that 79-yard touchdown run, they've done a pretty good job of containing this Lion offense.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the second half, as I'm sure all of us are. We can take a break, come back, and see some scores around the area.
Let's do it.
Monty, that was Damius Karowski on the tackle. Hey, this is Michael Mosier. I may not be up in that luxury outdoor suite on top of the press box, but hey, I'm still supporting the Bulldogs. I'm proud to be a part of the Howe Athletic Booster Club, where it's only $25 to become a member. I may have retired from pronouncing those difficult names on Friday nights, but I can say go Dogs without batting an eye. Become a black and white, towel-waving Bulldog fan by signing up at each home game behind the home bleachers, and remember, Aljundo Dakenstater on the stop.
Welcome to the Howe Bulldogs halftime show. Now let's join Justin White and Caroline Slauson.
I gotta tell you, it's a lot of fun to hear those.
Yeah,
names.
I know. I did not hear. I did not
think
think that was going to happen. That's the first time I've heard that. Was to hear our names.
So good.
To hear our names
on
the intro.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, those names that I guess Michael couldn't get last season.
Oh yeah.
It's a small world because he is actually my brother-in-law's brother.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a small world.
Nice.
But looking at some scores around the area and in our district that will be coming up, Van Alstyne Panthers playing Aubrey tonight in VA with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. They're 14 all.
Who's that? Van Alstyne and Aubrey. Okay, yeah.
Pottsboro playing North Lamar Panthers tonight on the road. Pottsboro just dominating 20-0 in the second quarter. 9:26 until halftime on that game. I almost said Ponder playing tonight, but we know the score of that game, so it's all right. A game going on tonight that's a little weird for the first game of the season. The Sherman-Denison Battle of the Axe game is tonight in Denison, in Munson Stadium tonight, or this evening. 14-7, 3:22 left in the second quarter.
Who's up on that one?
Denison up on the Bearcats. I know a couple happy people and a couple not happy people. So
Battle of the Axe, get it on the first week of the season.
That's right.
You got any other scores there? As I'm kind of.
We got Bonham and Mount Vernon tonight, 20-7. Mount Vernon on top of Bonham with 9 minutes 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Maybank Panthers playing the Rains Wildcats in Rains tonight, 7-0. Maybank on top, 2 minutes 36 seconds left in the first quarter in that game. Edgewood Bulldogs versus Commerce Tigers. Commerce at home tonight, 12-0. 8:52 left in the second quarter. Edgewood on top of Commerce in that game.
Have you done the Lone Oak Eustis score?
I have not.
Lone Oak leading Eustis 18-14. Lone Oak is going to be in the district here with the Bulldogs this year. A couple other ones. Callisburg leading Life School Oak Cliff 31-6. Callisburg was in the district with Howe the last 2 years. Not there this year. What else we got here? Sunnyvale leading Kemp 21-7. You got any other scores there?
Man, that's all I got. But our fearless leader, Monty Walker, is back. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with a recap of the first half with him right after this.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load, strong leadership, and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics, and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches, and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Howe Student Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. We're at the half. That was the halftime show with Justin White and Caroline Slauson. The first ever version. So I think it was pretty good. I didn't actually listen to it. I was in the other room cutting highlights, so I'm sure it went well.
Went pretty good. We're still in that was kind of our scrimmage, our preseason. So we're still working out the wrinkles, but I think we'll be all right though.
Let's recap the first half, if we may. The Ponder Lions started. Actually, it all started in the coin toss where they elected to defer to the second half, where they'll get the football here to start this second half. But that gave Howe the football to start the game, and it didn't take long for there to be some excitement in this football game as Arturo Louder took the kickoff. Never call a touchdown until it's a touchdown.
That's broadcasting 101, right?
Broadcasting 101. Hey, it's been a long off season.
Hey, you're in preseason mode too. We're still in scrimmage time.
Well, the good thing about it is it gave Howe great field position. Even though there was a flag and Arturo was down at the 1, they bumped it back out to the 40-yard line. But Howe's offense looked pretty good, and only 5 plays later, Austin Lee took over. And it was 7-0 after Callie Vick's extra point. It capped off a 5-play, 40-yard drive, as you can hear the Pride of Howe marching band in the background. And we went over to Ponder, and they took the ball. And they quickly went out. 1, 2, 3, 4 plays and out. Howe took the ball again at their own 28-yard line, drove pretty much all the way down the field, and set up this touchdown by Arturo Louder. $11 yards on that touchdown by Arturo Louder. 6 plays, 27 yards on the drive. 14-0 after the Callie Vick PAT left 4:26 on the clock for Ponder in the first quarter. And what did they do? They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays and punted. So the Howe Bulldog defense did an outstanding job in the first quarter and even in the entire first half. They gave Howe the ball back, and for the first time tonight, Jalen Thornton punted it away after about 6 plays. Ponder got it. They punted it back to Howe, and then Howe took it at the 43-yard line, was planning on driving it, taking up a lot of time, and they did actually take a lot of yards and a lot of time off the clock down to the 28-yard line. But then lightning struck the Howe Bulldogs in a bad way on this play. Lee's fumble set up a Ponder touchdown moments later with 5:03 on the clock. It took 2 plays and 81 yards for Ponder to score, and it was the big electrifying run with 79 yards by Mason Durrett. They're going to have to do something about that horn over there, I believe, in Ponder. That is enough. I've had enough.
I know how you do it. You stop them from scoring touchdowns.
Well, that's true. I guess you could do that, right? Yeah, that was woo-wee. That was loud. I don't know if it was as loud to y'all as it was to us, but it was loud. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be close to the second half, and we'll do so right now. We'll be back right after this.
all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic and Howe for half-price shakes after 8.
Sonic of Howe is where you get great food and big smiles and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players.
Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Hey Bulldogs, great news. I'm your hometown realtor and I'm also a Bulldog. Hello, I'm Kevin Sarles and I'm with Exalt Realty. I wanted to tell you about the new 321 program for our new home buyers or those who haven't owned a home in 3 years. A $1,500 grant is tied to the program and a $2,000 gift card at a local major retailer is available. This promotion is for a limited time and qualifications do apply. Call me anytime, 903-821-4163.
I'll right channel you, so you should be able to talk to us.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load.
Yell.
Strong leadership and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Howe Student Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for here at Scoggins Funeral Home in Van Alstyne. Since the beginning, affordability has been at the top of our checklist. Every day, we're proving that funerals don't have to be expensive. From our facilities to having a personalized service, all of the details are addressed. Nothing can cause you more disappointment than poor quality. Make it special. Make it Scoggins Funeral Home. We put our name on it. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are here with you in your time of need. Visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
If you're looking for a welding company that will always meet your expectations, we are just the team you need. Robertson Welding Service can do industrial, commercial, or domestic. Robertson Welding Service guarantees the quality and satisfaction of your project at a fair price. We provide precision, custom, and repair service in all steels. We even weld aluminum and stainless. You can be comfortable that Robertson Welding Service is the right company for your project. We can be found on Facebook, or you can call us at 903-328-6588. That's 903-328-6588.
Well, welcome back. We're just about ready for the second half. Justin White. We tell you what, we've had a. What do you think about the halftime show? You like that? Do you like that deal?
I enjoy that. It's a work in progress, but yeah, I like it.
Okay, that's something we haven't done before. Back in the day, in the olden days, back when I was thinner and younger, I used to take halftime off and cut highlights all the time. And
so it's the first time you've done that in a while then, huh?
It's been, well, I haven't done it since we've been doing it, so it's been probably since, tell you what, that crowd. Oh, it's an actual train. I thought it was actually, Ponder and their crazy horns and circus over there, but it's an actual train. So, anyway.
So you got to cut highlights, though.
Yeah, back in 2009 and whenever I was doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gosh, that was fun. We got to have highlights at the half. And that's fun stuff. That way, when I get done with here, I don't have to do that at home tonight late. I've already got it done, half of it anyway. Huh? Yeah, I go to sleep because I got to get up and go to Norman tomorrow. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell Stephen Braswell that since he showed up in his Longhorn shirt today. But the Howe Bulldogs leading 14-6 here at the half, getting ready for the second half where Ponder's going to get it to start the second half. The Bulldogs are stretching down there in the end zone. And we've rigged it where Caroline can talk to us now, and she can pop on at any time. She's going to have to warn us ahead of time when she wants on. But that's kind of good. We're figuring it out. We're ironing all of this out. It's been a while since we've been out here doing this, but it sure is a lot of fun. We miss What's his name? Michael? I'm just kidding.
We didn't forget about you, Mosier. We're going to need you for pronunciations here soon.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, we had failed to give you the referee crew, the officials tonight, and we thought about Michael Mosier because the referee's name is Rodney Swierczynski, and I'm going to spell it for you: SWIRCZYNSKY. SKI.
Yes.
Swierczynski. And I would give my eye teeth for Michael Mosier to try to pronounce our referee tonight, Rodney Swierczynski. Yeah, I don't know what it would come out like, but it wouldn't be Swierczynski.
Well, it's only fitting that the first game of the season he's not here that we have a referee with that name.
But they're out of the Fort Worth chapter, and Eddie Dickerson is the umpire. Ben Sanders is the head linesman. The line judge is Tim West, and the back judge is Matthew Duke. Tonight we normally get, written on a piece of paper who the officials are from down on the sidelines, and they will hand them up to us. Tonight we got a real thick piece of paper with their pictures on them, and it's so official. It's like not only 6A football, it's like Division I college football right here with this kind of stuff. It's pretty impressive that the Fort Worth chapter officials have tonight. Also, we want to thank Bucksnort Barbecue because over there in the press box right next to us, it smells so good. Now, some of us were able to partake a little bit in it. There's some barbecue over there and some mashed potatoes and all kinds of stuff that you would expect from a barbecue place. And it is absolutely excellent. And the Bucksnort Barbecue people not only have been good to the press box people, they've also been good to the fans of the Howe Bulldogs because they're a sponsor of Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com. The train's still going by. Ponder still has their circus in town, and we are just about ready for the second half. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at MrEdInsurance.com.
Welcome back as we're just about ready to kick this one off as Callie Vick is about 5 yards away from the ball, towing it up, kicking towards that north end zone. She is on the move, and she kicks a high pooch kick, going to be taken at about the 29-yard line. Coming near side is a big barrel-chested individual, Darren Kelly. He is
6'3" and 215. Well,
6'3", 215. Thank you for the that's the wife. She just brought me a Diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you to the Howe Athletic Booster Club Vice President.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for Howe, moving left to right.
And Monty, that first half, aside from that long touchdown run, the Bulldog defense has done fairly well of keeping this offense at bay.
Yeah, the defense looked great in the first half. They absolutely were. Here's a first down play, and it's going to be a handoff to the right side. A lot of room right there, but it closes up quickly. It was Chase Taylor on the carry, 5'7", 160-pound sophomore, but he was met in a hurry by Arturo Louder, only a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, there was a big hole open there, and I thought for a second, man, if he gets through that, he's going to be on for a long game. But good job by Louder to close in and make the damage very, very minimal, only a 2-yard gain.
42-yard line is where the ball rests for Ponder. They send right now. There's 3 receivers bunched up together again. Trips out to the left. 2 men in the backfield. Durrett in shotgun formation. Gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Taylor again around the right side, and he is pushed down by Harmon at about the 45-yard line, so a 3rd and 5 coming up.
There's a read pass option there, just kind of held on to it for as long as he could, just to kind of read the linebackers there to see where they were going to go, and then hand it off there to the running back. The running back gets about 3 yards around the end. Good job there by the Bulldogs to kind of stay in their lanes, pursue, and good tackling. and not overcommit.
10:42 on the clock here in the third, just underway in the second half. 3rd down and 5 coming up as Ponder taking a lot of time here. They're coached by Russell Ballard, and we'll talk about him just a minute after this 3rd down play. And now it looks like a timeout has been called. We will take 1-2. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for here at Scoggins Funeral Home in Van Alstyne. Since the beginning, affordability has been at the top of our checklist. Every day, we're proving that funerals don't have to be expensive. From our facilities to having a personalized service, all of the details are addressed. Nothing can cause you more disappointment than poor quality. Make it special. Make it Scoggins Funeral Home. We put our name on it. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are here with you in your time of need. Visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
Here we are after the timeout. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Howe. Russell Ballard at Ponder is 12-19 in the last 3 seasons. 3-7, 6-5, and 3-7 a year ago. You know, Ponder, a big basketball school, hasn't been playing football for a very long time like they have basketball, but trying to put it together here on the football side of things. Looking at a 3rd and 5 right here in Howe, Texas. 10:26 left to go in the first, trailing Howe 14-6. 3 slots on the left side. Shotgun formation for Durrett. He wants to run it on the option on the left side. Looking around the corners. Got close to a first down. And then a great play on the outside edge. Coming up is J.D. Thornton to make the stop for Howe to force a 4th down and about 4.5 and probably a punt situation. A great job on the outside by Thornton.
Thornton there stayed in his lane right there and just sat there and watched Durrett. And then when Durrett made a move upfield, he came in there and just knifed his way through and knocked him down for a 1-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down, and I'm assuming they're going to punt on this.
Yeah, well, you would think so.
They're huddling like they're going for it,
It's
though.
a 1-touchdown game. You wouldn't think you would do anything crazy right here, but it appears they're going to go for it. 4th down and 4. Everybody tight. Durrett under center. Going to hand off, and whistles before this one gets underway. Now, they did hand it off, and the fullback did have a first down, but whistles blew way before that play got underway, and they're going to call a delay of game, says our spotter, Stephen Braswell.
If that's the case, which it looks like it is, it's
definitely punt time.
Yeah, it's punt time now.
Yeah, as Steven says, they did have a first down had they been able to get up and get that play gone, but they were not. So they backed it up to the 41, and now Durrett will punt it away.
You got Louder back there. I would like to see. Look, we've seen some electricity from Arturo Louder with his speed. Let's see if he can flip the field here.
High snap. Durrett brings it down at his own 30. Punts it away. A high spiraling kick. Louder muffs it. It's going to be dropped and tried to pick back up at the 33 by another Howe defender. And Jalen Thornton was able to pick it back up. Probably should have just fell on it, but he tried to pick it back up. But he was able to at least hang on to the ball, and Howe will start possession at their own 33.
A big bullet dodge there by the Bulldogs. I couldn't tell, was he trying to fair catch that, or was he going to actually try to field that?
I think he was trying to field that football.
Because he had about 2 or 3 guys who were just waiting for him to catch that ball, and he would have gone down immediately. And, yeah, good job there by the Bulldogs to at least get on it.
First down and 10. Louder in motion. Handoff up the middle, maybe a couple of yards. Not sure. I think that's Blesseye, and it is. Maybe a yard up to the 34-yard line. They'll give him the 35.
Just a quick handoff there to Blesseye. And, again, Bulldogs will go back to their bread and butter here on this ground game and see if they can eat some time off this clock and if they can score and can really put them in a good position here as about halfway through the third quarter.
Sophomore Chase Taylor on the tackle there. This is going to be Ellington handing it off. Look out, Austin Lee. He breaks out. He's got the 40. Gets a great block on the near side. 30. Chased down from behind at about the 25-yard line. Check that. They'll mark him at about the 17 as Austin Lee got away on the left side.
I tell you what, a good job there by Austin Lee. Doesn't have a lot of wheels. I think he may be gassed after that, but a good job, good gain there by him all the way down to the 15-yard line. And again, the this Bulldog run game continues offensive line continues to make holes. That's one thing we hadn't talked about too, is this offensive line and the holes that they're giving for these running backs.
Here is a handoff over left guard. Blessai for a moment looked like he was going to pop out, but went over left tackle for a couple of yards. Yeah, Austin Lee went 50 yards on the carry. Nice run there.
Now, at this point, you want to finish this drive. I mean, you don't want to get to this point and have to either have to turn the ball over on downs, and I don't know what the range is of Callie Vick.
Split out wide for the first, one of the few times tonight. Logan Elvington. Ball at the 11-yard line. Man in motion. And Elvington is going to hand off up the middle. Austin Lee and holds on to the football. Many a Lion trying to strip the ball away, but he'll gain a yard up to the 10.
Lee, who fumbled earlier in the game, good job by him. You saw him; he had both hands wrapped around that ball, and they were not gonna take it from those the clutches of his arms.
So 3rd down and 7, 6.5 coming up. 7:18 on the clock here in the third quarter, as Logan Elvington will split out wide to the left, not very far out, almost like a slot. Man in motion is Brennan. This is going to be the reverse on the near side. This is Arturo Louder, and this is a touchdown for the Bulldogs. It's touchdown time in Texas with 7:02 on the clock, and the Bulldogs extend their lead 20-6.
That reverse has worked several times here for the Bulldogs. Louder has already scored here tonight on that reverse, his second TD of the night, and good job there by the Bulldog blocking. And just a nice scheme here by the offensive coordinator here for the Bulldogs.
Callie Vick on for the PAT. It is up, and it is good. 21-6. Howe in the lead. 7:02 on the clock here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this timeout.
If you're looking for a welding company that will always meet your expectations, we are just the team you need. Robertson Welding Service can do industrial, commercial, or domestic. Robertson Welding Service guarantees the quality and satisfaction of your project at a fair price. We provide precision, custom, and repair service in all steels. We even weld aluminum and stainless. You can be comfortable that Robertson Welding Service is the right company for your project. We can be found on Facebook, or you can call us at 903-328-6588. That's 903-328-6588.
Monty, that was Damius Karowski on the tackle. Hey, this is Michael Mosier. I may not be up in that luxury outdoor suite on top of the press box, but hey, I'm still supporting the Bulldogs. I'm proud to be a part of the Howe Athletic Booster Club, where it's only $25 to become a member. I may have retired from pronouncing those difficult names on Friday nights, but I can say go Dogs without batting an eye. Become a black and white, towel-waving Bulldog fan by signing up at each home game behind the home bleachers, and remember, Aljundo Dakenstater on the stop.
Callie Vick up to tee this one away. The Exalt Realty scoring drive recap coming up right after this kick. Callie Vick is kicking a high kick. It's going to be fielded over there by the sophomore again. And I believe that is Darren Kelly, actually, the senior. He's 6'3", 215. The Exalt Realty scoring drive recap for Howe. It was 5 plays, 67 yards. And it took 2 minutes and 1 second off the clock. The big play was the Austin Lee 50-yard run around the left edge, but it was capped off by Arturo Louder 10-yard touchdown. And here we are, 21-6 after Callie Vick, who has been perfect on all 3 PATs tonight. It's 1st and 10 for Howe, moving left to right from their own 35-yard line. Durrett under center with 3 men in the backfield. 1 man split out. They fumbled the snap. Durrett picks it right back up, not going anywhere, right back at the line of scrimmage. We almost got an Air Zagleski
I was
right
about
there.
to say, I saw Zagleski have some error between him and the ground, just a little bit, almost and there was some error, huh? There was some clearance. As we get the word there from Caroline Slauson down on the sidelines.
Caroline said there was error for sure down there.
But fumbled that ball there. Last time he fumbled the ball right there at the line of scrimmage, he was able to race for 79 yards there. So good job there by the Bulldogs to keep him right there at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10. Here we go. Durrett under center, drops back, wants to throw. Looking, flushed out of the pocket, rolling left. He's got some room to run. He's looking at one defender. Carson Grogan brings him down just shy of midfield, but not after a 1st down run by Durrett at the 47-yard line. A good open field tackle by Grogan.
Yeah, we saw him drop back to pass. We haven't seen him throw the ball very much, either one of these quarterbacks, really. But then we got, as he saw nobody downfield and saw a lot of real estate in front of him, only one person between him and about 10 or 15 yards, able to get the first down escape. Good athletic ability there from Durrett.
Ball just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Moving left to right is Ponder. 3 men in the backfield. Durrett. He's going to toss near side on the reverse. Look out, that's Martinez on the backside. He's got a lot of running room. He's got a first down and more. It could be a foot race, and it is. Thornton trying to chase him down and drag him down, and I think he stepped out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
A little trickery there by the Lions on the double reverse. Came around came around that left side. He had number 7, the big 6'3", 215-pound sophomore there we talked about, Kelly, blocking for him. And a big gain there for the Lions.
It was a simple toss right side. Oscar Martinez was split out wide to the right. As soon as the ball was snapped and the toss came right, Oscar Martinez went left right behind him. Just tossed it to him on the reverse. Simple play and a first down. A big play for Ponder. Durrett under center. 3 men in the backfield again. This is going to be a handoff. Over right tackle. Bounces it out. Way out. Louder trying to capture him around the 5-yard line and does at the 4. But another big play and a first down for Ponder, and now Louder is down. Let's check down with Caroline Slauson, our Night Furniture sideline reporter. Caroline, what do you see down there?
On Ponder.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I had you turned down a little bit.
No problem. Both on that play right there, both Louder and number 11 on Ponder, Chase Taylor. A little Louder is up. Ponder, Chase Taylor, he's taking a minute.
All right, so there's 5:23 on the clock. Taylor gets up and runs off, and now he stops a little bit as if he tweaked his calf again for a moment, and then he jogs a little bit.
That may be those cramps that we talked about that are
it
coming
could
into
be.
play.
So we had a nice run down to the 15, and now another run down to the 4. All of a sudden, Ponder's in business, moving all the way from their 35 down to the 4 in a hurry. 5:23 on the third quarter clock. It is rolling, 21-6. Howe in the lead, but Ponder knocking on the door right here. Big crowd at Bulldog Stadium, the oldest active stadium in North Texas. Opened in 1935. Durrett under center, 3 men in the backfield. And he's going to take it himself over left guard, fighting for more yardage, close to a touchdown, but at the 1. It's going to be stopped right there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1.
Faked the handoff and kept that and tried to get behind his fullback and behind his left guard and try to sneak his way into the end zone. Gets a couple of yards down to about the 2-yard line. Number 54, Parker Blunt, one of those defensive linemen there on the tackle.
Yeah, Alex Kellum, Dyson Dillard, Parker Blunt, and Devin Porter all up there in the goal line defense. This is Durrett under center, 2nd down and goal. This is going to be a toss to Clark left side. Porter is right there to bring him down and not doing. He's going to go right down after no gain. A nice stop there.
Nice stop there by Devin Porter. He came around the right side.
I look at this, the referee in the back who had his hands up like it was a touchdown. But the line judge, no, they didn't say anything, and it's 3rd down and goal now from the 1. That was an odd reference from the referee in the back.
Well, kind of like the flag we saw earlier, the flag on a false start, but they didn't stop the play.
So here we go, 3rd and goal from the 1. Durrett now 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, a spread look. Durrett trying to spread it out, run it in himself. He runs over right guard, and he is in for the touchdown. And now get ready for the horns over there. There's the circus. Yep, 21-12, 3:39 on the clock, awaiting the PAT. They're going to go for 2 here. We had Air Sigleski right there, but it's not for good. He was telling them, hey, get back on the line of scrimmage. They're going for 2. So not wasting any time, the Ponder Lions were immediately going to line up and go for 2, but now they're looking at the sidelines of Russell Ballard trying to find out what play they're going to run. This is an important points play.
And I wonder if they're going to call a timeout because they're down to 4 seconds left on the play clock.
They're going to have to hurry. 2, 1. They're not going to get it off. There's a flag. Delay a game, and now there's a little bit of fist pump, Sigleski.
Before the snap, delay of game.
And you got to wonder too at that point, did he know? I wonder if Coach Ballard didn't want to call a timeout. He didn't want to lose timeout and said, "I'll just take the delay game, and we'll figure it out here this next play if we're gonna go 4-on-2 or kick a field goal." Yeah, they already used one timeout earlier. That would have been down to one timeout, and it looks like they're still going to go for 2 though.
They are going to go for 2. And now an offsides against.
Now they may have got that 5 yards back now
against the Bulldogs.
They drew them off. They've done that a couple of times now. They've with their signals at the line, drawn the Bulldogs off sides, and it worked for them at that point. Get those 5 yards back from that delay game. So now you kind of reset and see again. I imagine they would probably didn't look like they're gonna have a kicker out. They're gonna go for 2.
They must have felt like, hey, we can get them to jump off sides anytime we want, and that. I bet that's what happened right there. Okay, it cost us 5 yards on the penalty. We'll get it right back.
Yeah.
So here we go on a PAT. This is the longest 2-point conversion attempt I think I've ever seen. As we're now into the third attempt to get this thing done. Shotgun formation and the third different formation, and they're going to throw it over, and it's batted down by Mason Riggs, who picks it up. They're going to call it dead as it looked close to a lateral.
And Coach Jay is at the numbers here. He's thinking that should be a lateral. And Mason Riggs is going to go ahead and run to the
He's going to go ahead, and Air Sagleski told him to go ahead and run, and he's holding up his arms for a touchdown. And the officials are not happy. Coach Jay is all the way out to the stripes. But all for naught. They're going to bring it back, or they're going to say no touchdown for Howe. But it is not a PAT, which is good news.
But yeah, it was a little screen pass.
What a crazy play.
Yeah, it looked like, I thought it was a ladder from here. Of course, we're at a different angle. But that ball it was tipped, or it wasn't tipped, it hit the ground, and I thought we would go the other way, so it looks like a timeout.
We're going to take a quick timeout and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back right after this.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
The Exalt Realty scoring drive recap, 7 plays, 65 yards. It was Durrett on a 1-yard touchdown right over the middle, and that brings our new score 21-12. The PAT was no good. They went for 2 on 3 different tries due to penalties and craziness. It was almost a touchdown by Howe on a batted ball on a lateral, but the officials said it was not a lateral, and now we're ready for the Tech Wave kickoff. My goodness. Howe's about to get the ball right here. Zapata's going to kick, and it's a high kick, looking at the line of scrimmage, and a fumble, and Ponder has it at the 47-yard line. Jacob Howe went to try to catch it. Instead of falling on the football, he tried to catch it and dropped it, and Ponder has the football.
That didn't look good from the beginning. You're trying to get no offense to Howell, Jacob Howell. I just don't know how many times he's fielded a lot of kickoffs, and then you got the Ponder special teams barreling down on you. But that didn't look good at all at the very beginning. It was a little pooch kick. Howell had to field it, did the best he could. It dropped it, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs, the Lions had the ball in Bulldog territory at the 47-yard line.
So basically a free possession here for Ponder. And, wow. And now Howe's defense all of a sudden is on the field for a very long time. And Durrett tries to run straight up the middle. Porter grabbed him by the jersey and just slung him down. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Good job there by Porter to just get a paw on Durrett and kind of and wrestle him down with one arm.
I'm going to see if Mr. Braswell could close the top for us here for just a moment. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Ponder moving left to right.
If you can get a 3 and out here, you can avoid the damage from that turnover.
And now another flag. Now this normally happens in pre-district games. Early in the season, you get a lot of flags. That's very typical in these pre-district games. It's a flag fest. The first game is usually not as bad. The second game is a little worse. The third game is just absolutely nothing but yellow hankies all over the field. And this one is starting to become like one of those third games. But it's right now 2nd down and 10 after a 10-yard walk-off against Ponder.
Yeah, these officials are starting to get a nice shoulder workout from the flags being thrown.
So it's going to be 2nd down and about 15 for Ponder. Martinez split out wide to the left. Durrett's going to toss that way. Terrence Clark coming up, and a nice tackle at the line of scrimmage and a fumble. They're going to say he's down. The line judge says that Terrence Clark was down. Tim West immediately with his left hand pointed at the ground at the 49-yard line. Terrence Clark may be down. We may have an injury timeout right here, and this could be another cramp situation. We'll check down with Caroline Clark to see if you got any information down there. Caroline? I don't know if she's able to see anything down there. It looks like cramp.
It looks like cramp because they got the leg up. And
yeah, this time of year, back since 2000 when the famous Philadelphia Eagles pickle juice game. Ever since then, that's what everybody talks about. It's the pickle juice, and it always shows up every year. This time of year. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 as they're stretching the calves. We're going to take a quick timeout because every time we do, the young man pops right back up. It's just what happens. We'll do that. We'll be right back.
First Baptist Church here in Howe, Texas would like to invite you and your family to a celebration of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Each Sunday morning at 10:30, we meet for worship at 100 East Davis Street in Howe. Prior to that, we have relevant Bible fellowships for all ages beginning at 9:15. Join us each week to declare the hope that is found only in Christ. Be ready to experience the life-changing power of the gospel. There is only one message for every generation, and that message is Jesus.
This is more than a bundle. This is way more than a combo deal. It's your sanctuary, your home field. It's where everything happens. This is your home, your car, your memories. And you want to be sure they're protected with home and auto insurance. As your State Farm agent, I get it. That's why I'm here to help life go right. My name is Ed Meacham, and I'm your Howe State Farm agent. Give me a call at 903-892-3923 or on the web at mredinsurance.com.
Terrence Clark gets up and walks off. He is a 5'9", 180-pound sophomore, and good to see him getting off the field there. He is a dangerous runner as well. You don't want to see anybody like that, leave the game, but good to see he's okay. So we have 3 men in the backfield here on 3rd and 15 for Ponder, moving left to right. Durrett goes under center, and he's going to look around to the reverse. And this looks like a halfback pass to Martinez. Wanted to throw, and now he tucks it. He's in trouble. There's a flag down behind the line of scrimmage, and he is gang tackled by a swarm of Bulldogs back at the 42-yard line. Holding is going to happen against Ponder.
He went back to pass there, and good job there by the Bulldogs. Jalen Thornton and Arturo Louder were there in coverage, and they were not going to allow P.J. Orr, who was the wide receiver. They weren't going to let him catch that ball there. Good coverage by him, by Thornton and Louder.
We're going to check down with Caroline Slauson, the Night Furniture sideline report. Caroline, go ahead.
Man, guys, I couldn't see who's down right here, but he's a lot of pain. His ankle, I want to say it's his left ankle hurting him, and they automatically got to him and grabbed it. It looks painful.
Well, it's down about the 18-yard line. Apparently it's a Bulldog. And I can't tell from right here. Ricky Ake is out there. Ricky is in his 30th season with the Howe Bulldogs, 30th year with the Howe Bulldogs. He actually was there when I was tweaking my knees and tearing my knees up. But I don't know how this happened.
21.
Ricky looks younger than I do. I don't know.
He's in good shape, too.
I don't know how that works, but it appears to be J.D. Thornton that is down. And they're taking a pretty good look at him. Tell you what, while they take a look at J.D. Thornton, we're going to take a look at some of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8.
Sonic of Howe is where you get great food and big smiles and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players.
Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
It looks like J.D. may have what Caroline said, maybe tweaked an ankle or something there possibly. And he's very gingerly walking off the field and kind of hobbling off. It looks like Howe has declined the penalty. Will take the fourth down mark off back in the sack, basically, is what it was. So the ball is going to rest at the 45-yard line of Ponder, which will force a punt and which will take Arturo Louder back about the 20-yard line, at Howe's own 20-yard line.
Now Louder needs to be mindful of either fair catching this or making sure he just doesn't fumble it.
Durrett, high snap, brings it down. Right-footed kicker, high kick, wobbly kick, going to bounce at about the 27, and is going to be killed right there at about the 29-yard line, 28-yard line. Howe will take over right there for the first time in quite a while, as the defense has been on the field for a very, very long time. So another punt by Ponder. The punt team's been pretty busy tonight. And Howe takes the ball in the third quarter with 1:50 left to go. And they'll start from their own 28-yard line.
What the Bulldogs need right now is just a long, methodical drive. You're down by 9. Go up another touchdown. You could be up by a little bit more, up on 16.
Elvington under center, handoff Cameron Blesside, right side, barreling over several defenders for a 12-yard gain. Boy, that looked like Clint Bray back in 1989, just barreling over everybody on that right side. And that'll move the sticks. A nice gain there.
I tell you what, Blesside is going to be one of my favorite players to watch him just kind of roll, just plow over people and just watch some of these, especially some of the defensive backs, try to hang on and just try to hang on for dear life and bring him down.
First and 10 for Howe. Elvington handoff Austin Lee, looking to the right side for the same type of momentum, but only gets about a yard before they drive him backwards. So he will pick up 1 yard up to about maybe the 43-yard line.
Nate Antizak on the tackle there for the Bulldogs. Yeah, just a quick handoff up the middle there, and they did a good job there at containing Lee. Being a second down and 9 as we come down to 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Lee checks out. Cameron Blesside checks back in. Joseph Brennan at a wing. He goes in motion. They're going to hand off to the Cameron Blesside, who runs like he's shot out of a cannon and gets about 8 yards falling forward.
Number 12
he'll check
down
back
here.
out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Caroline.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Number 12 down here. He's we got a lot of cramps going on today, guys.
Yeah, it's very hot. A lot of cramps. And now the Howe Bulldogs have the football on the Ponder side of the field at the 49-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up. We're nearing the end of this third quarter. 25 seconds left to go. Howe trying to get to the line of scrimmage. They hustle up. 18 seconds of rolling here in the third. Elvington goes under center. Mason Riggs in motion, handoff Austin Lee, but whistles blow before this one can get underway. And this one will come back against Howe. So instead of 3rd and 1 coming up, it'll be 3rd and 6. There's 12 seconds on the clock.
Again, penalties were something that Coach Jay wanted to improve on. It kind of comes as expected here in this first game. You got to hope that they'll get ironed out here during the week next week as they get ready for SNS, I believe, next week.
Well, let's see. Next week will be the SNS Rams over in their place. A lot of hospitality we had over there several years ago. A nice place. They got a new press box. It's a few years old.
They have
I really enjoyed it over there.
They have field turf there, I believe?
No, they don't.
No,
It's still grass.
Still grass.
The way it should be. The way it's supposed to be before Mama got involved. That's the end of the third quarter. I'm not saying that again. It's the end of the third quarter. Howe leads 21-12. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Hey Bulldogs, great news. I'm your hometown realtor and I'm also a Bulldog. Hello, I'm Kevin Sarles and I'm with Exalt Realty. I wanted to tell you about the new 321 program for our new home buyers or those who haven't owned a home in 3 years. A $1,500 grant is tied to the program and a $2,000 gift card at a local major retailer is available. This promotion is for a limited time and qualifications do apply. Call me anytime, 903-821-4163.
You're invited to the one and only Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Buck Snort Barbecue. For complete information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnortbarbecue.com. That's bucksnortbbq.com. Buck Snort Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
Howe quickly in the fourth quarter out here hustling to the line of scrimmage, but I don't think the officials were ready yet. They're going to talk about something here. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure what the conference is about.
The referee wanted to talk to Russell Ballard about something. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be 3rd and 6. I thought that.
Because we had the false start.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. I think that's why Howe was trying to hustle up to the line of scrimmage and call a play. It's 3rd and 6. They got the change right now. So here come the Howe Bulldogs on 3rd and 6. Up to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion is Mason Riggs. Elvington's handed off to Arturo. Louder has the first down, spinning out of a tackle, and it's going to be close to the 45-yard line and down right there on the Ponder side. And Louder is back. On that reverse, looks good tonight.
And Louder, who's we've seen a lot of his speed, showed a little bit of his power, broke a couple of tackles there on that first down run. Again, we see the different styles of running backs. Tough running by Lee and Blesseye and Riggs, and then you see the speed there by Louder, the change of pace back.
Louder and the Bulldogs now moving left to right here in the fourth quarter. 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Spencer Akins, and this is a handoff to Lee up the middle, who's hit at the line of scrimmage, turns around and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but they're going to say he lost a yard back to the 46-yard line.
Tackle there made by number 7, Darren Kelly, 6'3", 215-pound
senior.
2nd
down and 11 coming up. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Howe trying to close this one out with a long drive and one of those little clock punchers. It's 10:58 on the clock. Howe would like to take about 6 minutes right here in the next 46 yards. Man in motion is Brennan, and Elvington's going to run the option. He's going to keep it around the right edge, and there's a fumble on the play. This one's picked up by Ponder, and now a scramble for it, and it appears Howe may have recovered, and there's still a fight for it. And Ponder says they have it, and they do.
Elvington came around the edge there, and he was tackled and just tried to pitch it at the last moment. And it just wasn't there. It was behind the running back. I don't even see who the running back was, that was Lee or not. But ball went in the backfield there. Bulldogs were almost able to recover it, but it got kicked around. It was just a free-for-all at one point, and Ponder able to fall on it. And now they've got good field position at the 39-yard line. They're still in this, down by 9.
That's not what you wanted to happen.
And Coach Jay went right to Ellington. I think Ellington knew he shouldn't have pitched that.
Ellington's dad's not happy with him either. He's in his ear a little bit over there. So 1st down and 10, right to left. Ponder with the football, still in the game. Shotgun formation. Durrett wants to throw the ball deep down the field, looking for Martinez on the right edge. Goes up for it, comes down with it, and that's Kelly who actually brings it in, and it's a touchdown for Ponder. Just like that, 2 fumbles have caused both Ponder touchdowns.
Caden Harmon was in coverage there, threw it up to Kelly, and Kelly just climbed the ladder, used all 6'3" inches of that frame and was able to bring it down over Harmon and able to go in for the touchdown. He was in single coverage there on that right side, and Ponder is back into this ball game now, down by 3.
That's unfortunate. 2 turnovers have given both of their points, and Howe has been on the field defensively a lot in this second half. Durrett going for 2 right here, wanting to throw right over to the tight end, and it's going to be incomplete. I think knocked down by Jalen Thornton. So it is incomplete. Howe saves the 2-point conversion, but it's 21-18 here in the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, we're in a pretty good ball game. We'll be right back right after this.
To compete at the highest level, you need reliable teammates to share the load, strong leadership, and unquestionable character. It's true in athletics, and it's true with financial services. At Independent Bank, we understand success on the field is a result of unseen hours of hard work and preparation long before the first whistle. Visit any of our branches, and you'll find local bankers invested in the community, committed to building strong business partnerships and helping families reach their financial goals. Independent Bank is proud to be a part of Howe Student Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Exceeding your expectations is what we strive for here at Scoggins Funeral Home in Van Alstyne. Since the beginning, affordability has been at the top of our checklist. Every day, we're proving that funerals don't have to be expensive. From our facilities to having a personalized service, all of the details are addressed. Nothing can cause you more disappointment than poor quality. Make it special. Make it Scoggins Funeral Home. We put our name on it. Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are here with you in your time of need. Visit scogginsfuneralhome.com.
Wow, what a turn of events we've had here at Bulldog Stadium. Howe still in the lead, 21-18, but a fumble by Leighton Elvington, gave the ball to Ponder at the 42-yard line, which they quickly took advantage of, and a touchdown pass of 42 yards from Durrett to Kelly, and that brings our score 21-18 after the incomplete pass for the two-point conversion. And Howe now, who has turned it and muffed it, is going to pick it up here at the 30-yard line, and down quickly at the 33 is where Howe will take over on their next possession, trying to hang on to the football here.
Yeah, Coach Jay, one of his keys to the game during the coaches show was talking about not turning the ball over, and the Bulldogs unfortunately have turned the ball over twice and resulted in touchdowns there by Ponder. And so Bulldogs they need to. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, Ponder has had trouble with the PAT, and that's the difference right down the game. Down by 3, Bulldogs leading by 3.
Yeah, no question. First down and 10 now for Howe. Moving left to right, everybody bunched together, and this is going to be a handoff up the middle, right over left guard, gaining about 4 yards on the play, I believe, is Cameron Blesseye. And he'll check out, and checking in will be somebody else. They have a plethora of backs, as we mentioned. A lot of kids checking in and out between plays. And Austin Lee will check in right here on second down and about 6. 10-10 left to go in the game. Howe needs to chew up this time and some yards and put this one in the books and turn on that victory light. The Bulldogs desperately need some momentum early in the season after the 1-9 season a year ago. This is going to be a handoff to Austin Lee, good for about 3 yards up to the 40-yard line.
So you got yourself a 3rd and short situation. You got under 10 minutes to go now. I think this is time for Blesseyes. We got a player down, looks like.
Well, that's Spencer Akins, and he's gingerly getting up. And he is up, and he's walking on his own power, but doesn't feel real good. It's 3rd down and about 4 for the Bulldogs as Coach Jay meets someone out there. Looks like Cameron Blesseye just passed the numbers and sends a message to him. Blesseye brings in the play. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Elvington.
I say to give it to Blesseye, or that the little reverse to Louder's been working all night long.
Elijah Campbell split out wide to the left. Everybody else bunched together. 3rd down and 4. Man in motion. This is going to be Elvington who fumbles the football again. And Ponder has it again. Another turnover. The second one back-to-back by Elvington, the quarterback.
Elvington again, putting the ball on the ground. I didn't see if there was a miscommunication or he just dropped the ball. But again, a second fumble on the second drive in a row. And the thing is, it's not that it's a fumble is one thing. Right now, you fumbled in your own territory. So Ponder has the ball now at the Bulldog 37-yard line, and they've shown they've been able to be successful in this last drive, and they get a chance to take the lead now.
This is very scary. Dangerous stuff right here. 9:27 left to go in the game. Everybody tight for Ponder, and Durrett's going to keep it over right guard, a gang tackle there. You ask this defense so much all night long. They've done such an outstanding job as the ball's going to be placed at the 35. But how much more can you ask? I mean, the defense has been on the field almost the entire second half.
Right.
How much more can you ask of this defense?
Especially early in the year when everybody's still trying to get conditioned. You got to wonder how much is too much here for the Bulldogs. They've been on the field here, and two, it's a physical game. It's been a ground and pound game for the Lions.
Ponder not in any hurry. They're taking some time off the clock. 8:49 left to go in the game. 2nd down and about 8. This is going to be a Durrett under pressure and sacked in the backfield. A big loss there. Elijah Campbell,
who didn't play football last year, come back this year, and good to see him. He came free, completely free, and able to drive Durrett into the turf and put the Lions into a 3rd and long situation. They've had trouble converting 3rd and longs here.
Oh, Elijah, that wasn't a pick and roll, baby. The basketball kid with a big sack right there, and that could be what the doctor ordered with a 10-yard loss. 3rd and long coming up for Ponder. 8:11 left to go in the game. Howe leading by a slim margin, 21-18. Shotgun formation for Durrett. He wants to look to pass. Left side. Throws the home run ball deep down for Martinez. Goes up, comes down with it. Caught at the 15-yard line. In double coverage, both Thorntons in coverage, but Martinez jumped up out of the sky and pulled it down at the 15.
He got between both Thorntons. One was the safety, one was the corner, and just able to time his jump just about right, and just great timing there by Martinez to come down with it, and they convert on that 3rd and long.
Wow.
Something they haven't been able to do all night long.
1st and 10, deep in Howe territory at the 15-yard line. Martinez in motion. They're going to hand it to him around the right edge. He's trapped in jail behind the line of scrimmage, thrown down by 4 Bulldogs at about the 21-yard line. A loss there, and another nice job by the Bulldogs right there. Mason Riggs along with others, and about a 5-yard loss.
Slow developing run play. I almost wondered if he was going to try to pass that at some point, but he quickly realized he was not going to get anywhere and got dropped back 5 yards. 2nd down and 15 as the clock continues to tick for the Bulldogs right now.
19-yard line is where the ball spotted. 7:06 to go on the clock. Howe leads by 3, which you mentioned. The difference in the game is the PAT, the kicking game. Otherwise, it would be tied. It looks like we have a timeout on the field. We are going to take 1-2. We'll be right back right after this.
If you're looking for a welding company that will always meet your expectations, we are just the team you need. Robertson Welding Service can do industrial, commercial, or domestic. Robertson Welding Service guarantees the quality and satisfaction of your project at a fair price. We provide precision, custom, and repair service in all steels. We even weld aluminum and stainless. You can be comfortable that Robertson Welding Service is the right company for your project. We can be found on Facebook, or you can call us at 903-328-6588. That's 903-328-6588.
Monty, that was Damius Karowski on the tackle. Hey, this is Michael Mosier. I may not be up in that luxury outdoor suite on top of the press box, but hey, I'm still supporting the Bulldogs. I'm proud to be a part of the Howe Athletic Booster Club, where it's only $25 to become a member. I may have retired from pronouncing those difficult names on Friday nights, but I can say go Dogs without batting an eye. Become a black and white, towel-waving Bulldog fan by signing up at each home game behind the home bleachers, and remember, Aljundo Dakenstater on the stop.
2nd down and 15 coming up. 6:54 left to go in the game. Trips out to the left. Look out to the left. Durrett in shotgun formation. One man split out wide to the right, and Durrett rolls out right. Wanting to run out that way, but whistles blow before the play can get underway. And apparently this is going to be a false start against Ponder, so they'll move it back. Instead of 2nd down and 15, it's going to be 2nd down and about 20. So Ponder kind of shooting themselves in the foot right here in a golden opportunity.
It's probably good for the Bulldogs. They had trips lined up, a single file line there on the left side. I don't know if that was just more of a decoy or what, but
yeah, they seem to do a lot of that. Trips left and roll right on the bootleg. A lot of options. 2nd down and 20. Coach Jay staring from way back over here behind Ponder, looking at about the 33-yard line, but the ball is at the 24. Durrett wants to throw the football. The ball's on the turf. Howe says they have it, and they do. Austin Lee comes up with a football.
The quarterback dropped back. He double pumped, and I think Lee may have got a hand on it and able to knock it down and then recover the fumble. We just saw an Eric Sigleski fist bump, and we saw some clearance. We saw him high five one of his players there with the body. I don't know what you call that, a body five.
Boy, if you ever needed that, you needed it then. Here's Mason Riggs coming near side, slips out of its arm tackle, busts through one defender at the 40-yard line. A great run by Mason Riggs up to the 40, 8-yard gain.
Mason Riggs there, he almost stopped for just a half a second and lowered his shoulder into the DB. But about an 8-yard gain there for Riggs. It'll be 2nd down and 2, 6:05 and counting here for the Bulldogs.
Nice run there. Riggs, you could tell he was running with authority. He tried to, one kid tried to ankle grab him. He cut right through that one, lowered the shoulder, ran right through another one. 2nd down and short coming up. Boy, Austin Lee with the play of the game perhaps. 2nd down and short. Logan Elvington is going to hand off to Spencer Akins, who dives forward and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short coming up. Elvington was in shotgun formation, which is rare, at least for tonight.
I'm about to say, I think that was the first time we've seen him in shotgun tonight.
Well, I thought that's a great spot. That was an unbelievable spot. And now the line judge is saying it's way back there. They're kind of having an argument on what the line judges are talking about it and saying, I don't know about this. And Coach Jay is saying something. They said, hang on a minute.
Coach Jay is saying
so
first down.
They're going to talk about this, and then we'll see which line judge wins.
It was a draw right up the middle, and I didn't think they barely got a yard, but he got enough for the first down. Man.
Well, the home side crowd judge or line judge gets the call. So they'll spot it at the 42-yard line and a first down.
Bulldogs will take that as they continue to eat some of this time off the clock.
5:33 on that clock. Shotgun formation for Elvington. He fakes the handoff, and he's going to run right behind a defender. He gets the right edge, and he makes a couple of men miss and then falls forward. That's actually Bryce Krantz in at quarterback at the 45-yard line on the other side of the field. Bryce Krantz comes in.
Faked the handoff there and then just got behind number 45, Brennan, and Devin Porter, and just followed those boys for about 10 yards for the first down.
So Elvington on the sidelines and Bryce Krantz in at quarterback, 1st and 10. Trying to secure the win here with a 3-point lead, and it's not a field goal difference, it's missed PAT's difference. 21-18, 5:01 on the clock. That's the most important. Spencer Akins in the backfield, shotgun formation. Austin Lee also back there. This is going to be Spencer Akins on the carry. A big hole to the left side, and he's going to get it out, a 9-yard gain up to the 36-yard line.
Number 7.
They're getting yards in bunches there. We see a little bit of the speed of Aiken, and since Krantz has come in, he's not going under center. He's going into shotgun formation and just handing off to his running backs, or he's keeping it himself, and they're getting 6, 7, 8 yards a clip here.
2nd down and 3 coming up for the Bulldogs on the Ponder side of the field. Most important, 4:28 and rolling here in the 4th quarter. Trying to secure victory. Turn that victory on to start the season. Krantz fakes the hand. He's going to run behind Mason Riggs. Looks for a seam. He's got a seam to the 30, 25. Breaks out of a tackle to the 20. Down at the 15-yard line. Bryce Krantz. Hey, that ain't a single up the middle, but that's a big hitter up the middle.
Almost had the home run there, had one more guy to beat there. Faked the handoff and then just kind of kept it himself. The big hole opened up and able to get down to the 15-yard line. Big gain there for Krantz. And that's what the doctor ordered right now is, again, the clock continues to run. Another first down, another long run, and the Bulldogs they just kind of let that play clock go down as far as they can before they snap the ball.
3:52 and rolling. 3:50, shotgun, Krantz, handoff, up the middle, Joseph Brennan, and he'll run behind center for about 4 or 5 yards. And I tell you, all of a sudden, with the shotgun run, they got something cooking here.
Well, I think Krantz gives a little bit better of an option there at running the ball. And so they're having to respect, not that Elvington's not a bad runner, but Krantz has maybe got a little bit more elusiveness, a little bit more speed, and they're having to respect a little bit more of that quarterback at Krantz at quarterback.
About a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain there by Joseph Brennan. 2nd down and short coming up. 3:18 on the clock. Shotgun for Krantz. He gets it, and he's going to run behind Spencer Akins. Right up the middle, a flag down. It is touchdown time in Texas for a moment, but this one's going to be coming back as Krantz.
We got a holding, I believe.
Ran right behind Spencer Akins, and a hold, you're right, and that's coming back. Hey, let's check down on the sideline with our Night Furniture sideline reporter, Caroline. As I tell you what, things have changed here with this offense, Caroline. I don't know if she can hear us or not. Are you there?
I am here.
There you are. There you are.
Hey, yeah, no, things are big turnaround after that fumble just a while ago, and these hopefully going to get the end zone. It's so exciting down here.
Hey, Caroline, I think you're going to, if things prevail, if things go the way that we think, then hope they do, you might want to look out for Austin Lee. Here's Krantz around the right edge, breaks out of a tackle, and he's going to be finally brought down at about the 17-yard lines. I tell you what, Krantz is pretty exciting to watch.
He's pretty pumped up. He got tackled on that last play there. Looked like maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but he was mad at himself, thought he could have broke that tackle. And
so maybe about a 3.
Elvington's back in the game now.
So here's Elvington back in on 3rd and about 13. Everybody bunched together except Elijah Campbell. He wants to look that way and throw that way, and now he's going to run. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to be hit and knocked down, slunk down hard. Slunk down really hard at the 18-yard line.
Yeah,
and now it's 4th down and very long.
Yeah, they brought in Ellington. I wonder if it's for him to pass, to use his arm. And it looked like nobody was open. And good job by him when he escaped to stay in bounds. And we got a timeout, looks like, called by Ponder.
We're going to keep it right here. I'm trying to find out where the ball is spotted exactly. I think it's at the 18-yard line.
Yes.
Boy, Elvington took a shot right there. Just picked up and slammed down. You don't see that very often. There's 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock as Howe trying to hold on to a 21-18 lead here in the 4th quarter. Ponder's last time out of the game.
So you got 4th down and 12 to go. Obviously, you're in 4-down territory, so you'll go for it. But
if it's me, it's the reverse to Louder.
I was just thinking that. Louder. They haven't been able to figure that out. So I would say reverse to Louder and just see what he can get.
Louder is in the game. And we'll see what happens here as the Bulldogs.
And if you don't get it, you put them back deep in their own territory and make them go the length of the field with about 2 minutes to go with no timeouts.
On a hot August night with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and you've been on the field the whole time. And here's Krantz in the game, and he's going to keep the ball around the left eye. No, he hands it off, and I believe that is going to be Arturo Louder, but he's not able to. It was a busted play. I wasn't able to see exactly what happened, but Arturo was tackled right about where Krantz was in shotgun formation, so the ball is turned over on downs with 1:59 left to go in the game.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. I thought Krantz had the ball, but Louder had it, but he didn't go anywhere.
Krantz.
What's that?
Krantz did have it, and then they went to Louder.
Oh, it was a exchange.
Yes.
Bad exchange. Okay, so here we go. 1st and 10, right to left. And I went ahead and left Caroline potted up so she can pop in anytime. Right. 1st and 10. This is going to be looking down the field, and that's going to be caught. Durrett hits his receiver, and that's Zapata out of the backfield, and he's going to gain enough across the 40 up to the 42-yard line, and look out. All of a sudden, Ponder's in business as they stop the clock with 1:51 as Zapata was able to get out of bounds. 1st and 10 coming up near midfield.
Bulldogs were trying to drop back into a zone and just able to find just a small window there to get it there to, who was that, number 6, Martinez?
No, that was Zapata.
Zapata, I'm sorry. And he was able to get out of bounds.
2 receivers either side. This is a spread look, and this is going to be a handoff to Taylor right up the middle. Spreading it out, ran it right up the middle up to midfield. About an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Clocks is rolling at 1:42.
I think we got another cramp here.
Yeah, looks, guys, as if that number 11, who was down earlier, is down again.
Well, that's kind of a timeout, which is somewhat not fair. Yeah, I think there might be a lot of Ponder cramps in this last drive.
But that's what you do, is you kind of get this thing in a spread formation, get 4 receivers out wide, and spread the defense, and then run up the middle there.
When play resumes, there's 1:40 on the clock. Yeah, now he runs right off.
That cramp run away real quick, didn't it?
Man, 1:40. He must be in drama class. I guarantee it. 2nd down and 2 coming up right at midfield. Ponder's going to spread it out again, looks like. Martinez is going to be split out to the left. Kelly split out to the right. They've hit the home run ball twice, deep on both of those. 2 men in the backfield. Durrett, shotgun formation. He's going to roll right, wants to run, trying to hit the edge, has the 1st down, but the clock is going to roll 1:25. But they'll move the sticks, and when the sticks move, they'll end up starting the clock again. Ball right now at the 44-yard line in Howe territory. Howe trying to hang on to a 21-18 lead.
At this point, you want to try to keep everything in front of you.
1st down and 10. They spread them out again. Durrett, same formation, shotgun. Now flags as someone came across the line of scrimmage. Dyson Dillard's pointing at the offensive line. They're saying it's against Ponder. The officials are talking about it.
Dyson Dillard has got a couple of head starts there. He's been trying to time the snap count, and they may have got him on this one, and they look like they did.
They did. It's going to be against Howe. So it'll be a 5-yard walk-off, which will take it to about the 44. And it'll be 1st and 5. More importantly, there's 1:05 on the clock. Shotgun, Durrett. Again, Dillard comes across. No flags. Trying to roll that right back in the background. Cameron Blesseye grabbed him from behind on a big 6-yard loss back to the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what the Bulldogs needed. Cameron Blesseye comes knifing his way through that defensive line, able to bring down Durrett back in the backfield. They're going to have to hurry here, 2nd down.
Clock rolling. Across the middle is going to be incomplete, trying to hit his receiver across the middle on the quick slant. And it falls incomplete. Clock stops at 32 seconds. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Oh, baby.
Blesseye, I tell you, that's what they needed, was to drop them back a little bit and kind of stop their momentum that they had going on. And I guess with that incomplete pass, kind of considered like a spike, like spiking the ball to stop the clock and regroup their offense.
7th play of the drive. 32 seconds remaining in the game.
Again,
Howe leading 21-18, trying to hang on here. 3rd down and 10. Durrett throwing it down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Almost picked off as Jalen Thornton came diving at the football, but came up about a yard short on the dive.
The slant across the middle, he lofted it in, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And I'll tell you what, they've dodged a bullet there on Ponder on not letting that ball on the ricochet be intercepted. And so bring up 4th down. 4th down and 10, 26 seconds to go. Probably be looking for that big for Kelly, the 6'3", 215-pound guy, wide receiver we've been talking about. See if he throw one up high to him.
Here we go. This is the ball game. Durrett drops back under pressure, rolling out left. He has some room. Flag down. He's got the 40, running for his life, chased out of bounds by Thornton, but there's a flag. There's 2 flags down. Let's check and see what they are. 17 seconds remain on the clock. Coach Simmons is clapping. He thinks it's against Ponder. There's 2 flags. The official's trying to find out what this one is on the near side because he threw the one on the far side. So they're going to talk about this and see exactly what the infraction is.
I think that's in the area of holding.
It's going to be a hold against Ponder. He ran out of bounds before he picked up the 1st down. So Howe will decline the penalty.
And I think you can turn the victory light on.
I think hey, you gotta have 17 seconds
I guess
first.
let me we've had some fumble snaps here tonight. I guess we need to.
Well, let's see what we got here. Are we going to run another 4th down play? I thought they could decline that penalty.
They decline it then.
Because he did not pick up the 1st down. And Coach Jay is talking to the official.
If he's declining, it would be Bulldogs football, correct?
He would, but apparently Ponder's going to get one more snap here. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to back this one up. Let's see. Oh, they did pick up the 1st. Okay. Well, that makes sense. All right, so it's now 4th and about 20. And look out here. 12 seconds left to go in the game.
And the clock's going.
2 split wides. Martinez in motion, and they're going to give it to him. He wants to throw the halfback pass. He's trying to look downfield, being chased down by Devin Porter. He throws it out of bounds. Howe has the game. Here's Zagleski.
And the clock's 0. Bulldogs win.
The Bulldogs are 1-0 in 2018.
Now you can turn on the victory light.
I'm about to pass out. What a game.
He rolled out right, was looking for somebody to throw downfield. There was nobody downfield, and they ran him out of bounds. Or at least able to tackle him before he was able to throw the ball. And the Bulldogs, that was the last play of the game, and Bulldogs win 21-18.
What a finish. What a game. What a game. I tell you what.
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. It was one of those where man, I tell you what, they have equaled last year's victory total in one game. How about that? How about them Dogs? And we'll try to get Caroline Slauson to talk to some of our players of the game, Austin Lee, Arturo Louder perhaps. And now the Howe Bulldogs are going to turn to face the crowd, and we'll have the school song. We'll let you listen to that. Well, it wasn't pretty at times. It was pretty at times. But a victory is a victory, and you'll take it all day long. And Coach Jay is 1-0 in his Howe Bulldogs debut here in Howe, Texas on opening night, and what a night it was.
You take it any way you can get it. Early on, it looked like the Bulldogs were going to run away with it, but two touchdowns on the first two possessions. Fumbles kind of cost them late in the game. And unfortunately, didn't cost them the game, though.
Tell you what, Caroline, we're going to ask and see if she can find Austin Lee, perhaps, and maybe
Louder.
Maybe Louder. Hey, Coach McCormick, why don't you hit that button right there, and that V downtown will turn on. Hit that right there. Just touch it. There you go. It's on. We got it. He turned on the victory light. Coach McCormick, the offensive coordinator, called a great game tonight. The victory light is on in downtown Howe. And I tell you what, it's a fun time anytime you can drive by downtown Howe and see that V lit. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. The Howe Bulldogs. It is football time in Texas, and what a fun time tonight. We're going to take a very, very quick timeout, and when we come back, Caroline is going to try to round up some of those kids. Maybe talk to Coach Jay. I think an interview with Coach Jay would be marvelous, Caroline. If you can pull that one off, that would be awesome. You might have to grab him first. I don't know. I'm sure he might talk quite a while down to those kids. He's going to be very emotional.
He's very animated right now, you can tell.
Yeah. What a great game. You know what? He's had a lot of emotional victories. When I looked up Coach Jay back in the day, so who turned off the AC?
Got stuffing here all of a sudden.
When they first hired Coach Jay, you start doing some research and find out, okay, who is this guy? What is he about? Can you find out anything about him? And what I found was some videos, and they had beat their rival, much like Howe and Van Alstyne. Their rival that they haven't beaten in like 12 years, they'd had the video of that game, and you would think this guy had just won a Mega Million lottery. The way it was crazy, and I was like, wow, this guy's got some passion. This guy's got some energy, and Air Sigleski, like you see down there.
Air Jailing.
So, how fun. Look at those Bulldogs down there clapping. They giving themselves a hand as they ought to. Now they're going to pray for a moment, and now we'll find Caroline with our Night Furniture sideline reporter. She'll go try to round up some of those guys. I think you're just going to have to say, Coach Jay, come with me.
And you think about Coach Jay, he's bringing bringing discipline. He's a former Marine. He's got the kids dressing up in shirts and ties. So if you're a Bulldog parent, that's music to your ears, having a guy come in. Not that you had discipline problems before, but you just having a different voice coming in.
Not only that, but he tells the players that he loves them. And I can tell you that I had a coach that did that. And as a 15-year-old, you think it's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But as a 30-year-old, you're like, wow. When you become a parent, you're like, man, how special is that? So Caroline is down there, and she'll just pop on whenever she gets a chance. And I believe she's getting close. All right, go ahead, Caroline.
Looking for our hats. We're looking for our hat, but I got Coach Jay.
He wants his visor.
Yeah.
His victory visor.
I gave you the headset.
Coach Jay.
Big hug from
a little
his
nervous.
kid.
Can I get my
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
He got a big hug from the kiddo.
The cutest kid. Coach Jay, a little nervous there at the second half, but pulled out a victory. What does this win mean for you and for your Bulldogs?
It's a huge win for our program, huge win for the community. You know, coming off a 1-9 season last year, it's always great to start the first game with a victory. Great game by the kids. I'm very proud of our young men. You know, victory's a victory, but, you know, we saw things throughout the night that we got to fix moving forward. But overall, great win for the Howe Bulldogs tonight.
Congratulations, Coach Jay. It was awesome. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks. We're going to try to find Austin Lee somewhere down there. Let me see if I can point him out, maybe point you in the right direction. Let's see. I'm not having any luck. Where am I looking? Do you see him down there? Justin?
I'm looking.
Eyes peeled for Austin Lee. Hopefully they haven't taken their uniforms off yet. Because I can't. There's Devin Porter. Let's see.
I'm going to grab louder.
There you go. Grab louder. Do that. I see him right over here. Do you see him? Number 11 right over here. There you go. You got him.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so a great game. Helped on the scoreboard. I know, hey. And what a win for you. What does this mean for you going into the first game with these Bulldogs?
It means a lot. Coach Jay came in with some great intensity. We were honestly kind of scared of him at first, but because he would yell, but he's bringing us to God and football, and that's the best thing we can have from him.
Looking forward to a good season.
Oh yeah, we're all district. That's our eyes. District and playoffs.
Well, you're off to a good start. Congratulations again.
Hey, Caroline, tell him the victory light's on downtown. Maybe too late.
He's already gone.
All right. Hey, we'll leave you with that. If you can find somebody, just pop back on. But we're going to probably wrap this one up.
I see Austin Lee.
You see Lee?
He's right there next to the water.
Oh, I see him right over here. Come south. South towards the water. Austin Lee right there. You got him. Go ahead.
Of course.
All right, guys, I got Austin Lee. Big win for the Bulldogs tonight. What does this mean for you guys?
Oh, man, you don't even know. It's just a blessing, and honestly, it's just a blessing. These coaching staff, I mean, everybody here. We had all the seniors playing this year, most of them at least. We need some more playing. We need some more substitute, man. It's just honestly just a blessing. I really love it.
Hey, Caroline, ask him about the fumble that he committed and then redeemed himself with the fumble recovery.
So you had a fumble happen, but you redeemed yourself with your fumble recovery. What does that mean to you? How does that feel?
After that happened, I just had to tell myself, I was like, don't let this bring you down. Stay positive. Just come back from this and win this game. We also won this game for Jackson Atkins. His mom died. And we really love that kid. He really puts in effort and practice every single day. And we just did this for him mostly. But we mostly did this for ourselves, our pride, and mostly just for him.
Well, y'all did awesome, man. You definitely didn't get down, kept it positive, and good luck. You looking forward to next week at SNS?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Problem. All right, guys.
All right, great job, Caroline. That's our Night Furniture Sideline Report. What a great start to a great season, 2018. First game in the books, 21-18. The win tonight, 1-0 on the season, 1-9 a year ago. It's always fun when you win, and it's always fun when the victory light's on. SNS next week, another opportunity. Hopefully, another a good game for Howe. At some point, they're going to have to clean up some of those fumbles and things and keep their defense off the field. The thing that Coach Jay wants to do is stay their offense on the field, keep their offense on the field, keep their offense on the sideline. It didn't happen in the second half, but the Bulldogs did enough in the first half to overcome that.
Yeah, you did a good job there in the first two drives to get to take some time off the clock. If you clean up the fumbles, and those are things that could probably definitely be corrected. I'm sure Coach Jay will be focusing on that. But too, you can kind of hear in the voices of these guys the love and respect that they have for Coach Jay.
Oh, it's obvious, isn't it?
They're already buying into him early on.
Well, this has been a great night for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Stephen Braswell, our spotter, and our sideline personality, Sweet Caroline, and Justin White, our new color analyst, and you did a great job tonight. Very proud of you, young man. We had a great broadcast tonight, and this one goes out to Jennifer Atkins. It was awesome to see Austin Lee dedicate this game to his buddy Jackson. For everyone who's been a part of this great win, 21-18, the Bulldogs 1-0 on the season. We will see you next week in